Hey there, and welcome to twitch.tv/OW University. This is Pimp in the Crib, and tonight we're bringing you Luck of the Irish Brawl, which is a 6 vs 6 tournament where teams sign up as a stack of three and get paired up with another three stack, and we try to average the SRs. Tonight, joining me on play-by-play is Stray, and for color commentary is where's Mu Kaikubu. I still can't say that. You can say it if you want. But how are you guys doing today?
Doing pretty fine. This is Mukai Kubo, so I'll keep saying it.
Yeah, that'll be a little bit easier for our audience as well as they try to pronounce it. Um, and is this going? Hmm. So there's maybe my delay's a little bit too off, but I'm gonna have to restart this actually. I think. I'm gonna be
Please wait. Technical
Yeah, I'm gonna
difficulties.
have to be restarting the stream because it said the delay is not counting down like it normally does. Um, but it actually might be going live now. Um, let's see. Yeah, sorry. Nope, it is live. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so today, yeah, first match tonight, we're going to be having Scouts and Knives going up against The Payload is Lava. Scouts and Knives consists of the team captained by Maswar, which contains Confiter, as well as Watchful, while the other team consists of Skyshade, Sphenix, and C. Scott Rock. I believe these teams are getting their lobby set up, and I will announce. I should might as well just announce the teams when we get in the lobby. That'd be a lot easier. But I am a little disorganized today as I'm kind of running the event as well. But the first map tonight that we will be seeing will be Hollywood. The next map will be Lijiang Tower, and then after that will be Temple of Anubis. When we do get to the championship round,
Twitch.tv
oh my gosh, there's my voice. There it is. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Echo. Yep, and we're getting these lobbies set up. Sorry, guys, for the little bit of a rush. While we're waiting here, though, I just want to remind everyone to follow us here on Twitch as well, on Twitter at OW University. You can also subscribe to our subreddit at reddit.com/r/Overwatch University. It's also located at the bottom of the stream and in the channel description. Our Discord for the league is discord.gg/OW University. There you can sign up to be a player, a substitute, just hang around the community, as well as find opportunities to coach and cast. So myself, Mukai Kubu, and Stray are all casters. There's a lot of coaches in this league as well. If your team, needs to, or maybe just a group of friends want to, post your VODs and get some tips and tricks on how to play better, we have that as well as opportunities for coaches and casters to get better at what they enjoy doing, which is as like we're doing right now. Poor Pimpin, what is the issue now? What is going on?
No, I'm just giving you mild
Yeah, I
sass
just
because
I just
the bot
fixed
is
that though.
still posting casters for the EU stream.
Yeah, I just fixed that though, so I don't know why. I
I
swear.
blame technology.
Yep, always gotta blame technology. Yep, and it didn't update, even though I just did it. So we'll be turning those off, and I guess I gotta update it again because blame technology or blame Canada. You can do that as well.
So it looks like we'll be starting out on Hollywood first. Is that correct?
That should be correct. Yes. Nope. Yeah, Hollywood. Yep, that is correct.
Always enjoyed watching that. It's one of my favorite maps along with Gibraltar. There are just so many different opportunities for different kinds of play as you go through. You've got the initial choke point, you've got a nice vertical section at the beginning, and then that last point is usually just a desperate fight right at the end.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I got a lot of people question. and I'm fixing this as well for the command that says who the casters are. So try to run the caster command again, and it should show up correctly. Technical difficulties across the board today. And so yeah, today in the blue team we are going to be having Scouts and Knives, and on the red team we are going to be having Payload as Lava, Hollywood. Scouts and Knives going to be defending first here. And while we did list who was going to be on Scouts and Knives, we didn't really list who was going to be on the Payload as Lava, which we have Tone, ABK, Toxic Fate, Kabooks, McGrizzles, and Sniper Guy. By that name, I'm hoping that we see at least like a Widow or Hanzo. Just from that, earlier today we did see a Hanzo pick from the team that won the event, and it was a fairly well Hanzo. Pretty good arrows here and there. I actually had to play the game at the last match. Let's see if these teams are ready now. Sorry for the delay. And hopefully we can get seeing some action here. And I'll just remind everyone, happy St. Patrick's Day. It's getting a little bit later, so be careful out there. I already had someone today I seen getting pulled over for a DUI, so please do not drink and drive. You might want to go have fun after this event, so we're please asking everyone to be safe and have a good holiday.
Yeah, just try and be responsible.
Yeah, and while else waiting here, I just wanted to give mad props to our graphics designer, and I'm going to be showing here the poster that we made for this event. A little bit Torbjorn with some molten gold. You know, everyone needs a pot of gold in their life, and we only have one hero who resembles the leprechaun, and that's going to be Torbjorn. Unfortunately, we don't have a leprechaun skin as he is Swedish, so it would be a little bit awkward for a Swedish man to be a leprechaun. But it looks like
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah.
They're both European. It's close enough.
Alright, looks like both teams are ready to go, so we will be starting up here shortly, and then we'll have a straight taken away for us and get a little bit of feedback from here and there from Mukaikubu.
Mukai Kubo.
Mukaikubo.
Mukai Kubo.
Mukai Kubo.
It'll be the theme of this event tonight on stream.
Yeah, but what is up, guys? My name's Trey. I'll be casting here with Mukai Kubo, as Pimpin' the Crib just said. I'll be a color or play-by-play rather, and Mukai will be try to cover the color role and give you guys more insight on these plays. So, what were the two team names again? I know the red team is something Payload, right?
The Payload is Lava and Scouts and Knives.
Oh my god. Throwing back to CSGO. The good old days. The 1.6 days. I don't know if you guys remember, but in CSGO, like 1.6, there was like this map called Scouts and Knives. It was like no gravity, or very low gravity, so everybody was just flying around everywhere, and it was just a really fun mode. But yeah, I really dig the reference.
It's still there in CSGO. So looking at the rosters, there are a few players that stand out just looking at SR. On one team, you've got Converter, who is a Roadhog main, and he's a low Masters player, I believe. And on the other team, Kabooks and Sniper Guy are both Diamond players, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on those three especially.
Yeah. Combiner, pretty skilled player. I watched his streams a little bit. We know each other. And yeah, I'm expecting big things out of him. I'm hoping he can carry his team and show some great plays, whatever he's playing. And it seems like he is going to be playing Genji on defense. So Genji, a very versatile hero, but on defense, it's kind of risky to run him, especially since he wants to be up there and close and personal. He really needs to use his dash as well, use his deflect to get out, and make sure he's not in such a pickle where he gets killed instantly. So we're gonna have to watch out for that.
Yeah, the last event he played in, he, kind of carried his team a bit, being, I think the highest SR on the team, and he was playing with one of my teammates in the event, and I think Matt as well. So if not, then I think him and Matt just play a bit.
Payload is
sometimes,
Lava.
but-
Looks like they're bringing out a fairly standard triple tank comp with Ryan, Zarya, and Roadhog. Anna and Soldier are going to be those two players I called out as being worth watching around. So let's see how those hit scans are going. They might be expecting a far and not getting one here.
Yeah, the difference between Scouts and Knives and the Payload Lava is that on defense they're running Genji and Mercy, two really odd picks in this current meta. So we're gonna have to take a look out for Watchful if he can get those big reses. But for right now, he's just damage boosting Phoenix. Ooh, Phoenix actually drops. That could be huge. And somebody gets hooked right there. I can't see, but action is happening on this Gatorade. And can they do it? The charge comes out, hits the wall.
Soldier circling back to the rear.
Fail. Yeah, and that charge did not connect, but unluckily for them, Reinhardt and Phoenix is taken down alongside with Mercy. This point looks like to be a Payload is Lava's pretty quickly, as they are in quite an advantage. Matt gets a nice pin. Or who's Matt? Yeah, Matt, right in the computer room, but unfortunately he is outnumbered and he's going to get taken down. So yeah, very fast push, taking under a minute to take that first Hollywood the Payload.
That's an impressive first push that showed a lot of coordination for a team that just met each other, all going around the left into the high ground as a single unit. Let's see if they can keep it up on the second point.
Yeah, and M. Grizzis is going to be up there with that Roadhog, trying to get a pick, gets shielded, but gets no damage. So here's a hook right into the shield. Can't manage to contest that high ground. So the good part is that since they lost the point fast, they can get high ground pretty easily. But right now, they're going to be at an ult disadvantage. So let's see how they play around this.
They will have the ult disadvantage. They just don't yet. Mercy's about to get res up, but otherwise it's 1-1 on ults.
Yeah, and we have to keep an eye out for Matt for that big Earth Shatter, the only ult pretty much here, alongside with that res we were talking about coming in. And actually, Visor and Blade are pretty close to finishing. So Matt gonna drop down, goes for the charge, gets the Soldier. That's a huge pick. All the damage for Payload is Lava, and now they don't have to use any ults. But if they choose to do it, they'll be kind of wasted. 4 people alive. Kills coming down. Nice block from Matt. Holds the shield up in time. Gets 2. Wow, he gets the damage with the pin. Kills ABK and actually kills Tone. Actually kills Tone with the charge damage and pins ABK. So great play from him.
That's an excellent hold on Scouts and Knives' part, because now they really have ultimate advantage. They've got a few things they can combo off of there. While the Payload is Lava, they've got Nano Visor available. They'll have Whole Hog available. But they're going into this next fight at a bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah, and especially since they baited out the Rhino, Matt did a great job of blocking it, and he still has Earth Shatter here, so if Tone is not careful, he will get Earth Shattered, and his whole team will be lying down on the ground. But I really like this play by Payload is Lava. They are going up to contest that high ground, sending the Soldier up there, the most important target, or the most important person to get high ground right here. He does have that advantage point, shooting down on Matt, not doing a lot of damage. Mercy heals are very good here, and wonder when will he pop that Visor. It should be getting pretty close, trying to take a fight with Combiner there. Combiner also does have Blade, so let's see if he will pop it here. Tone gets a first kill though, a charge onto the Soldier again?
And it's working out for them so far, but Payload is starting to scatter around and let themselves get attacked singly. They probably need to group up a little better if they're going to hold this attack down.
And oh no, Combiner gets taken down with Dragon Blade. That's actually huge. The tactical Visor is going to come down. The Visor too, the Earth Shatter, I mean, and is he going to get this Mercy? Mercy decides to pop the res. Good timing, as he didn't want to get killed by that Nano Visor, but he still gets taken down. The Zarya, Reinhardt alone by himself, very low, no shield. Going to get taken down. Phoenix and Skyheart. Sky Shade rather, trying to back up, and they do get away successfully, so they are going to be able to contest this push again.
And they are holding on to their ults instead of using them in a wasted effort. That's good discipline.
Yeah, and the fight is going to come out. Combiner pulls out the Dragon Blade. Is he going to get any kills with it? He's swinging around, gets the Lucio, gets 1. Can he get another? Yes, he does. Another one onto the Ana, but is the damage already done? The beat drop actually saves Combiner. Wow, he actually got hammered, so that was a good hammer by Tone.
Soldier's looking to back cap.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going
a
to
good
get it.
idea, but just not enough, and now he's staggered. But that's the difference that discipline made. Genji didn't waste his ult early, so when the team fight came, he was able to initiate with it and get multiple picks and decide that team fight. That's why you have to save your ults in a losing effort.
You also got to look there though that Skyshade and Phoenix both blew their ults not really needed, especially Phoenix after Confiter, pretty much took out half their team. So I mean, while they did, save their ults for a good time, they kind of blew it all at the same time.
And also
Right.
now both Zarya's have Graviton, so we might see a dueling surge come up.
Yeah, and Matt is definitely going to get Earthshatter here, 90%. So if that grab comes out, they're going to build a lot of ults. Watchful also has that res coming out soon, 80%. If he can stay alive for the remainder of this fight, it'd be very good. He's going to have that res up, and it's going to pretty much save this team fight. Confiter uses deflect, deflects a lot of damage, dashes up. Roadhog is going to drop down, gets a hook, but Confiter has no deflect, so he can't save anyone. Mercy out 95%, so close, but unfortunately she's going to die, and that means no res. And Matt, with that Earthshatter, did not use it alongside with Reinhardt, so a lot of potential there to win that fight, but unfortunately they couldn't stay alive long enough.
And this is really dangerous for scouts because they're a little staggered. A few of them still spawned as if they were on the second point.
Yeah, that is what you call a bad spawn. You don't wanna try to get that spawn. If you do, you're just gonna get pushed and rolled by the enemy team. And as you said, they are pretty staggered. Lucio is gonna come out alive, but they're still missing their soldier right now. And if they fight right now, which they kind of are, then this would not favor Scouts and Knives here. Matt gets slept, but he is getting pocketed by that Mercy, so pretty good heals on him.
And so the payload is Ava. They've got 5 ults. They're working on sound barrier. While Scouts and Knives, they've got about 4, close to 5 ults up. This next team fight could have a lot of ults come out and might decide the map.
Yeah, Confiter did build up his Dragon Blade. The whole hog is coming out from M. Grizz, and the Earthshadow gets 3 people. That is huge. The grab also comes out. Confiter gonna get hooked out of his Dragon Blade, but they can't convert on the grab, even though that was a huge grab. Got like 5 or 6 people, but unfortunately,
And that was a panic ult. And that, again, that goes back to the point. You can't use ults like that when you've already lost the team fight, because now Zarya doesn't have a Graviton, but Reinhardt still does.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate.
Tone also used his ult though too there when he was clearly about to to die, and most of his team was already taken out. But
Yeah, and the payload is Ava. They do have a slight ult advantage, but it's not a lot aside from Nanovisor that can combo effectively.
Yeah, and the thing about like what ABK and Tone did, it's really hard to look back and see if your teammates are dying. So it's really like up to Clear Comms to have his team to tell them to save ult. Otherwise, they might see a good opportunity like ABK. He actually got a 5-man grab, so that's very good. But unfortunately, his teammates couldn't communicate that that they died already, and he just threw it because he was a little tunneled and saw that really good grab opportunity. Phoenix actually in the back lines trying to take pot shots at the Ana, but can't convert. Matt gonna get the charge on the Tone. Confiter with the Reaper switch actually gets up close and personal, takes down ABK. So he's just blasting them with the shotguns. He's gonna Wraith form out of there, but oh, actually no, he's not. He gets hit by a Helix rocket to the back, so he's gonna get taken down. This is a 5v6 fight, and Scouts and Knives needs to back up here, otherwise they are gonna get picked one by one. Again, Reinhardt a little bit out of position there with no shield. Matt gets charged, and the
But keep an eye on how many ults Scouts and Knives still has. Here
And
comes
the
the res,
red.
and a lot of ults, like there, Earth Shatter, boom.
Oh yeah, great res by the Mercy, getting 3 to 4 people there. I didn't see exactly how many, but good res. But even still, Payload is Lava Team still going out. Phoenix is gonna hit that Visor, and is he gonna get any kills? No, he actually gets none, and none on the graph too. So that's a lot of ults wasted. Skyshade comes out with that Transcendence, but isn't gonna do much. Nobody's on the payload. He's only stalling. Matt is gonna try to keep swinging, but do his best he can. He's actually getting damage boosted. He's actually killing a lot of people, but unfortunately, he's gonna get taken down late into that
4
fight.
centimeters left. Soldier dove on the payload at the last second.
And Reinhardt is 50 charged, but unfortunately the shield does not come up in time. Toad actually swinging away, gets 2, and that is going to complete the map with no time left, meaning if the other team completes the map, they will not get a minute, and that's going to be pretty much the final attack for the other side. But still, a good push to complete the map, even if they have no time remaining. Still good to complete the map always.
yeah, one thing
Absolutely.
I noticed, I think that res by Mercy could have been stalled a little bit. There was time to wait for that Rhine Nano to kind of wear down, and it wouldn't have forced Mad to push the Ryan all the way in the back and then get killed, because really they needed Mad to be alive there if they wanted any effort to stall that out. And when he went
And one
down,
thing
the
I'm
whole
also
team went
noticing-
down.
Another thing that I'm noticing is that both teams are kind of committing to the death ball. You're not seeing a lot of long flanks from either team or anyone trying to pick off the healers from behind. It's a lot of 6-on-6 frontal team fights, which is to be expected given that there's not a lot of prior communication with these teams. Death ball's simple to execute, and that's what you're seeing a lot of.
Ooh, it's not always 6v6. As we saw in this Hollywood, the defensive team had many staggers. They couldn't, regroup and re-coordinate themselves, constantly getting picked out of spawns. And I feel like you really need to coordinate yourself. You need to not go out before you get grouped up. So it led to a lot of unnecessary deaths, like wasted time, wasted ults because you're trying to make up for one person's death. You have to use an ult to change the fight.
Payload is being cheeky. They're bringing out the Junkrat on defense, and they're setting the trap in the mine, hoping to bait somebody out into stepping on it early.
Yeah. Junkrat, a really niche pick. Actually works well in chokes, but this isn't exactly... It's sort of a choke, but you don't really see a lot of teams play Junkrat on Hollywood. There are much better picks, in my opinion. You normally see them on, like, maybe Dorado. You see it on that one King of the Hill map on Sanctum on Nepal.
Temple
but
of
right
Anubis
here,
as well.
it's a... Yeah, Temple of Anubis on the right room. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's
And
kind of a really odd pick.
Pharah out, but they're bringing Pharah out into the teeth of an Ana Soldier combo, so that might not work so well.
Ooh, and there's the downside of being Zen. You're so unmobile, you just get hit by everything and you die. You really need to play behind the Reinhardt shield, and especially since they have no Reinhardt, they have Reinhardt on Winston. So Zen needs to be very careful with his positioning as he has no shield to hide behind.
And Pharah's not going to switch off despite the multiple hit scan that are countering her. She didn't last long in that first push. We'll see if she gets a little more cautious about sticking to cover.
And Payload is Lava decides to drop down Tone, dropping down pretty much decides everything. Combiner actually going to get a huge pick on the Mercy. Both supports down for Scouts and Knives, and they're just getting shredded right now. Combiner doing such a great job in their backline, doing a lot of damage and staying alive here, jumping around, being annoying as a monkey in your face. He's just constantly on the backs of everybody. Actually gets into the trap. I believe that was a pretty recent patch where Genji can't dash through traps anymore, so that's pretty funny. Combiner dashes right on the trap, but the Junkrat dies and he doesn't get punished.
And Payload's not getting onto the high ground very quickly. I don't think they're going to be able to hold the high ground against this first push. They're trying, but they're a little late. The engagement's already started on the back end.
Yeah, Combiner though, built a lot of damage. Almost has Dragon Blade.
And
He's at
Pharah
97%.
immediately boops them right off. That's a
Yeah.
harsh way to start the fight for Payload is Lava.
Great boob. Great boob. They have a lot of ults coming up here. Combiner actually still has that Dragon Blade. They have the Feral, and they're gonna have they have Transcendence here. So the Blade comes out from Combiner. He jumps to Mercy immediately. Great target. But he doesn't one-shot her, which is really odd. You normally are able to one-shot 200 HP targets, but unfortunately, because he didn't one-shot that Mercy fast enough, he actually has to fall back and retreat. So wasted a lot of Blade time. He gets 2 kills, but that's not enough to win the team fight.
And Payload is Lava also has the ult advantage again while they're sitting here on defense. Look at all the things they can do. They can Earth Shatter into a Nano Visor and have the ult up just in case.
Yeah, just in case. But worst case scenario is that, as Combiner gets picked. Worst case scenario, they pop that many ults is against a beat drop. But Skyshade does have beat drop here, actually. But Reinhardt and Combiner going down. So best call here would be to regroup, honestly, to back up and regroup. But it seems like they are still persistent going on the cart. And Washful's getting it dropped down by Mr. Grizzlies. Actually solos him. So very funny play by Washful there. Discord's a hog, but he gets taken down. So 3v6, or 4v6 rather. 4v5, and they need to back up still and regroup.
And we're about to have 11 ults up between these two teams, and here they start to come in.
The Earthshatter actually not hitting anything. He actually gets a pin on the Phoenix. That's actually huge that the Earthshatter didn't get those 2 targets. Zarya Shield actually blocks it, so...
And while true, he did get enough picks to cause the team to retreat, so that was a 1-team fight, but it could have been more spectacular.
Yeah, I agree. They use Nano and Earthshatter, and Blue Team still has 5 ults, and Combiner almost has that Dragon Blade 70%. So they're looking very good here. As long as they don't get full res by Toxic Fate here, we're gonna have to see the position of Toxic Fate,
And
if he
just
can get a
lurking
huge
up
res.
top, being quiet.
Yeah, he's looking for that Mercy, and that is a sign of a good Genji. You really need to spot the Mercy, know when to res, and look at this, Toxic Fate, gonna go hiding. This is perfect, but Combiner does spot that Mercy, but the Visor Soldier is gonna chase him, so great defensive positioning by that Soldier to help out that Mercy when she was getting pressured.
And Confiter couldn't stop the Mercy before she rezzed, and as a result, Tone's still on the payload, keeping it from going any further. Good res by Mercy there. And she's already halfway to having Resurrection up again.
Yeah, and Combiner 90% on Dragon Blade. Brianheart does have that Primal Rage. Skyshade didn't use his beat drop that fight, so still a lot of opportunities for Scouts and Knives here. And the Blade is going to come out from Combiner. He gets the Mercy. That's a huge first pick again. Goes for both supports. Combiner doing such a great job on their backlines. And Payload is Lava really needs to help out their supports more.
And Confiter getting 3 picks with that ultimate effectively. And Sniper Guy's going to have to just retreat and concede that fight.
The bad part about Payload is Lava's comp is they have no defensive ults. They don't have a Zen. They don't have a Lucio. So as soon as they Genji Blade and dash in, you're pretty much screwed. You just have to run for your life. Because they have no Lucio or Transcendence, you just can't do anything. Sniper Guy tries to contest the point, gets a kill on the Pharah, but he's trying to deal with this Winston. Winston's such a pest. Just
How did
constantly
that
zapping
Zen
him.
survive that tire?
I
Zen
don't know,
picked off
but
the tire at the last second. That was a clutch Zenyatta play.
But Sniper Guy gonna get that nano boost, gonna be firing off all cylinders, gets down Watchful, puts the heal pack on the cart, tries to get this pesky Lucio again, just skating around on across his face. The Earthshatter is gonna come out. The Lucio dead. The Genji and Zarya still on the cart. Combiner, another Dragon Blade, gonna clean up this fight again. And oh, the res actually gets 3 people. The Pharah ult is going to come raining down from above on that building, doing a lot of damage, but not securing any kills just yet. Only gets 1 on the Soldier. Combiner still being a pest right here, jumping around and around, dashing through, and is he going to get more kills here?
And I feel like Confiter might have used that ult at that time. He had to have known that the Mercy was coming in with the res. I think he should have held it until he could see the Mercy. And we'll see if they can pick up this point anyway, otherwise the match is over.
Yeah, Matt finishes
And
off
they
the
buy
Soldier.
another 90 seconds with that. And they didn't stagger them too much. They've got most of their defenders out here. Only a few people ended up getting staggered. Payload Islava should be able to survive until the rest of their team can get in.
Yeah, so Combiner, another Dragon Blade. This guy gets it so fast. Phoenix has his ult, Reinhardt has ult, and Watchful has Transcendence. So is Reinhardt going to activate the Primal Rage right now? Gets hooked. Was in kind of a dangerous position, but he still didn't pop it yet. So this Riptire is coming down. Going to take down Reinhardt. So that's a good pick by the Junkrat Tire. And now without the main tank, Payload is Lava has to back out.
And Scouts and Knives, they have 5 ults ready. They almost have Sound Barrier also. And they're reaching the point on the clock where they're going to have to go all in on this next push. And oh, that's an unfortunate Zarya pick for Scouts and Knives.
Yeah, and Toxicate looking for a res here. Only 1 dies, so he decides to hold it and not pop it for that one person. But he's gonna get taken down by Combiner, and again, Combiner completely on their backlines, just slashing, and he gets them both again. Combiner, time and time, he gets their backlines so well. He's really impacting the fights, but he could do a little bit more on the Dragon Blade. I'm not saying he's not doing a lot, but he's doing a lot by getting the 2 supports. But if he could get 1 or 2 more kills with that Dragon Blade, that also would be huge. It seems like them just getting those 2 supports doesn't cut it and automatically win them the team fight, which is really weird because usually when you get those 2 kills, normally your team should be winning those team fights.
And again, you saw near the very end, I'm not sure if it would have mattered, but the Graviton Surge was placed too far away. Pharah tried to go into a combo with it, but because of the distance, she couldn't get but 1 kill off of it.
Yeah.
Honestly, this was such a pretty even match. So between these teams, coming from two different three stacks to build a team. There's quite a bit of organization here and there between the teams. I mean, we obviously see Nick the sloppy plays. It's just a chemistry issue, but for the most part, these teams were actually fairly organized, and especially the payload is lava towards the end there as they started, working with their alt management a bit more efficiently.
Absolutely. And you saw that right from the first attack where everyone, all 6 of them, went up the left side and won the initial team fight quickly. And you have to think that might have been the difference in the match, was being able to cap that first one so quickly.
Yep, so the next match is going to be Scouts and Knives going up against Blue Laser. And after that, it will be Blue Laser and the payload is lava. And then from there, we will be able to go to the championship once the other side of the bracket's done. And no other results have been posted yet, so I think this is the first game that's been completed with the payload is lava winning on Hollywood against Scouts and Knives. The next map will be Lijiang Tower. And looks like... Oh, did one team leave? Okay, I guess they... They must have backed out.
One thing I'm going to be watching in the next match from Scouts and Knives is, does Convider stick on that Genji, or does he go back to his main Roadhog? Because I think this match might have shown that while he might want to play Genji, he might be needed on Roadhog.
Yeah. I think we're just
And
going to...
Convider's in our chat saying to not praise him, he sucks. The evidence suggests otherwise, sir. You do not suck.
Convider sucks, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just joking.
Harsh.
Convider-
Convider in chat just said he sucks, so it's not us
Yeah,
BMing
Convider,
him.
you
He
suck.
just said it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah.
No,
I mean,
we're BMing
I think there's a time Convider could have saved his ult. I mean, there was really no combination with the Graviton, which is usually, you see that more. I mean, personally, myself, I like to combo the Graviton with the Dragon Blade over the Pharah ult because I think Pharah can zone a bit more with her ult, especially when you're trying to keep them out of spawn. You can kind of zone that spot and spawn so they can't get out without dying. But I mean, it was kind of weird not seeing any kind of combination between those two ults, even though they had
Yeah,
Pharah
and
Genji.
to be fair, being able to coordinate ults like that is one of the harder things to learn how to work as a team with. So I'm not surprised that that was a little uneven on these matches.
Yeah, and Convider, like you guys said, he pulled out Dragon Blades at sometimes like a little weird and awkward times. But the thing is, he was getting them back so fast. So props to him. That means he was racking up damage, dashing through people, deflecting damage. Just really good ult charge in general. He was just popping it every single time. And even though some of his timings were bad, it's really praiseworthy how fast he gets these Dragon Blades. So good on him.
Yeah, and as Convider is saying, Convider is on the European side. I believe he's in Germany. So, I mean, he is playing on a higher ping, which would kind of make sense why he's playing projectile heroes mostly. But he did kind of have a switch to Widow. So, kind of had me curious there, especially that kind of point where you want to get back to the payload as fast as possible. But
He did switch to Widow late in that match.
yeah, very late. Which I would have expected, maybe we'd have seen someone else switch like Tracer, if anything, just to get on there fast. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they can work something out here on Lijiang Tower, and if not, then there's really no hope for them, as they gotta hope that Scouts and Knives loses to Blue Laser in round 3 of this round robin.
I'm looking forward to having every team with 1 win and 1 loss. I think that would be excellent. What is the tiebreaker?
Tiebreaker is Lijiang Tower. If there's, or not Lijiang Tower, it's Ilios. If there is it's a best of 1 on Ilios. If there's a draw, and then that's really it for there. But you're talking about tiebreaker? 3-team. I don't really think we really have a good way of doing that. I think we could probably do like score efficiency. So like we know that this team won 2-3. So I mean, we can try to work out something there where you work out like out of possible points. Um, so like, and if you're a team and you won like 3-0, let's say like Blue Laser wins 3-0 here, and then they, well, actually no, let's say that um, one team won, whatever who it was, like won 3-0. They would
But
obviously have
how
a
well does that
bigger
work when
advantage.
teams are going to be on different maps and even different
Because you have like
styles?
the possible points you'd work out. So out of the possible, rounds, I guess you'd say. So like, there was 6 possible points on the last map, we could say, and one team got 2 out of 3, and the other team got 3 out of 3.
Well, if you're rooting for Chaos, root for Scouts and Knives in this match, and then root for Blue Laser in the next match.
Yeah, if you really want cats, yes. But I
If
mean,
you want
other
to
than
see our
that,
tournament
yep.
director start to sweat through the stream,
Yeah, no.
that's
I
what
mean,
you're rooting
I've
for.
dealt with this before. I mean, the best way to do it, if we really had it, would be to do in-game score, which is essentially what we're trying to do. But there's no good way to record in-game score. Like you can't like go back right now and like look at stats. So like we know it's on stream that it was 2-3 or 2-3, but we don't know the results from the other side of the bracket, which is where the real chaos would happen.
So you're working on getting Blue Laser into the room here?
Yep. Let's see who is on this team for Blue Laser. We have the two I guess we'll call them co-captains. We have General Confusion and Johnny Sins. So these guys better get in here as their game's about to start. I mean, maybe they wouldn't have had a practice on quick play since they are waiting.
That would be an interesting advantage, and it would put Scouts and Knives at a slight disadvantage because Payload is Lava can go practice right now. Blue Laser could have practiced already. Scouts and Knives, because they're playing the first 2 matches, they wouldn't have ever had a chance to practice. So that might be a difference maker for them as well.
Yep. Still no other results have been posted. Oh, here we go. Mid or I feed beat Roll for Initiative on the other side of the bracket, by the way. I'm going to ask people for scores just so we can do that tiebreaker. And let's see. Type. Yes. Okay, anyway, I just want to remind everyone to follow us here on twitch.tv/OW University, as well on Twitter at OW University. And also, if you're interested in joining the league and you want to, maybe participate in these events, substitute for teams, become a caster or a possible coach, go to our Discord at discord.gg/OW University. It's also really easy to click the link to go there in the channel description. And also, the same way, there's our subreddit listed there, reddit.com/r/Overwatch University. Overwatch University is dedicated to helping players, casters, and coaches get better at what they enjoy doing, as well as you can get, VOD review as part of the players getting better. People post on that Reddit all the time for VOD reviews, and just, it's not really, it's a safer place for people with younger skill levels, as there is like competitive Overwatch, which is a little bit on a higher tier level of players. But Overwatch University League and Overwatch University is accepting of players from all different skill ranges and backgrounds. So don't ever feel like you're not good enough or you're not welcomed, as we accept everyone.
And to add on to that, the Overwatch University League, the first season is ending in a week. And after that, there will be a short off season, and then season 2 will start in probably a month or so. So right now is a great time to get into the Discord, start playing with people, start trying to find people to form teams with if you'd like to compete next season.
Yeah, this season we had about 1,300 player signups, including fills, and throughout the season we've had more people sign up to be free agents, and just hanging around for the events and in the chat in general, as well as people just joining to be coaches or casting and they don't even want to play in the league. So I mean, it's a really good community that's accepting everyone. We're really inclusive. So we oh, looks like we might be getting an invite here from team number 2, which is Blue Laser, as Gen Confusion finally is in the in our match here. So they were in quick play, and we will begin them in here fairly soon, as we will be moving on to Legion Tower for match number 2 tonight. This is the Luck of the Irish Brawl. Happy St. Patrick's, everyone, and remember to drink responsibly and drive safe. Do not, call a cab, call an Uber, call someone, call your mommy. There's a bunch of there's options out there. Please be safe.
And on
I
Blue
want to call my
Laser,
mommy.
looking at SR again, this time the player to watch on that team is probably going to be Crystal Meth. They've peaked in Masters. They're an Anna main. We'll see if Crystal actually plays Anna in this setting. There are people in the chat on the Overwatch saying, "Oh my God, a master player! He's only one of 6, y'all. It's okay."
Yeah, and these teams average out pretty evenly. So like, let's say we had a team. I mean, the highest team average we had was, I think, like 3,100, but we had a team that was in 1,800 that they were paired up with. And then from there, we had another like 3,100 team that was paired up with a team average of like about 2,000. So these teams, they're averaging pretty much the plat area, as all the other teams. We've had like our 2 dead center teams were 2,600 and 2,500. So, our not teams but half teams, because all these teams in this tournament are consisted of 3 stacks. So yeah, we were pairing those 3 stacks together, and yeah, pretty much the average of all the teams is about 2,500, 2,600. And on the European side, the teams were, I swear, they were like 10 SR off the averages. Not even that, but the half teams themselves. You literally had a team that was like 34 something against 34 something, going up against a team that was like 3,000 and 3,000. Like it was so close. And that's what we try to do with these events. We try to get these teams matched up on an even skill level, so it's not as if you have teams destroying. I know sometimes things get messed up because players who are going to play in the event end up dropping, but you just got to remember these events are just for fun. They're voluntary set up by us. I with the league as well, also voluntary. But it's really just a casual experience, and it's more of just playing Overwatch at that next step from, I would say, from competitive. You can play competitive, but you're not really in that competitive environment. You're still you can play solo queue. This is customs, where it's like we like to call like a glorified scrim. But yep, as we're getting a game here, so I'll let you guys take this away as we get started on Legion Tower. One of my favorite control point maps, I'd say.
Yeah, and it is going to be Lijiang. It's going to be Garden for our first map. And again, we're going to be seeing Confiter on that Genji. So Johnny Sin's actually trying to match him, pulling out the Genji of his own. And let's see if they'll stay these picks right now. Zesty Wolf going to be on the Soldier. Again, Confusion going to be on that Zarya. Lucky Owl actually going for the D.Va. So the D.Va might be interesting. Might be expecting that Pharah to boop. So he wants to have that defense matrix ready when they cross bridge and eat that. Phoenix is going to be on that Pharah. So the prediction by them is going to be correct. And I'm sorry, but I didn't catch their name. What was the red team's name?
Blue Laser.
So
the red team.
The red team is Blue Laser.
All right.
Both teams are bringing out a 2-2-2 comp. So on Blue Laser, they're bringing Zarya and D.Va as their tanks. And Scouts and Knives are bringing Reinhardt and Roadhog. So both of them have 2 tanks, but they're both different sets of tanks. The only real commonality is that both teams have Anna and both teams have Genji.
And if you look here, Matt is no longer going to be playing that main tank role, as well as he's not even going to be playing Pharah. He's going to be on healer, so a complete different playfield. Maybe they're trying to change something up after that last loss.
And everybody actually going to White Room. They're at a standoff right now. Getting Confusion, trying to get a lot of charge right there, but gets hooked, gets punished by using his shield so early. Does he? Yeah, he finally does. Phoenix gets that kill. Ryan is very low. Really needs to heal up Watchful, but unfortunately he gets taken down. Matt trying to heal everybody up, taking so much damage. The purple lands on the soldier. That's a huge target, especially since he has his healing pad. He won't get healed there. It looks like Scouts and Knives are going to be taking this point. They do have it. They capped it, and this D.Va is still really annoying. They need to get her out of the way here. Yeah, they get the point.
And Blue Laser's already back again. They were risking a little stagger, but they didn't get punished. And D.Va has her self-destruct early despite losing that team fight because of how much damage she put out.
That's actually really fast for a D.Va. And here it comes right onto the point. Will anybody die from it? No. Lucky Owl's gonna get back in his mag.
Just right. He was about a foot away from that being a disaster.
Yeah, and Phoenix again gonna get the mech out, so that's kind of huge. Combiner again with the big Dragon Blade. Or that's not Combiner, I'm sorry, that's Johnny Sins actually. Combiner also pulled out his blade, so I was a little confused. Blades coming out from both sides actually. And Scouts and Knives losing 3-4 members, so they're gonna be respawning as Blue Laser is gonna take this point for the first time. And it seems like they're gonna stop at 45%, so that's what they have to work with.
And that was entirely a set of dueling Genji Dragon Blades. It's just that Johnny got 4 and Combiner got 3.
Yeah, and that one kill is a huge difference in most scenarios. Again, we're gonna see Scouts and Knives go to the white room. They don't want to get, I don't know, booped off, contested at the bridge. So here comes Watchful, gonna be charging in or pushing in with his shield up, and his shield is cracking very fast. It's looking very unhealthy, and he lets it break, so he can't put it up for another 3 to 4 seconds here.
But keep in
Fighter
mind,
and the Pharaoh.
Aurenia has res up for Blue Laser, and she's looking to use it.
Yeah, Combiner and the Pharaoh actually trying to create some disruption here. And again, another Dragon Blade by Johnny Sins. So Combiner getting outmatched here. Almost has his blade soon. Needs to finish off his Mercy at 1 HP. Can he do it? Oh, yes, he does. He gets that right-click melee combo. He still has the blade, but he's very low, and there's no healers on the point. So he's going to get taken down. And Johnny Sins matching Combiner pretty well this game.
And now look at Scouts and Knives. Look at that ult advantage. They've got 4 up, and Whole Hog's coming in quickly, while Blue Lasers only has 2, and one of them's res. But Johnny just goes off the edge. Was that an intentional suicide, or did he get pooped? Did you see?
There's no way that would have been intentional. He probably dashed somewhere, and I don't know, but he died. So that's going to be a nice one-man advantage for Scouts and Knives here. Phoenix going to pop the missile barrage a little prematurely. He didn't see anybody on the point, but it scares them off. Mercy is going to res 1 or 2 members. I didn't really see it clearly, but the vision. Oh my god, Zesty Wolf actually gets the Lucio beat drop. That could have been good for Scouts and Knives here, but now it's going to be a very close fight. Combiner's still on the D.Va, trying to pop her out of mech. It is going to be up to the Genji battle with the D.Va. Oh no, it does not seem like Combiner is going to win this. And the deflect's coming out, and yeah, he gets taken out. Lucky Owl is taken out on the mech, so...
That was a great effort by Combiner as well. He got 3 kills, one of which interrupted an ult. It just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I really liked what he was doing. It reminded me a little bit of Halo, as he tried to, jump backwards over Johnny and get that melee, like assassination would be in Halo. It was a little interesting to see that kind of play. And he almost, if he would have had that, he would have been able to dash right through D.Va, who's also low health. And, that was really close.
Phoenix is switching to Pharah on Scouts and Knives, so that's going to be their response. Nobody on Blue Laser appears to be switching.
Ready for combat maneuvers.
Yep. So it
Not
seems
sure
like
how much I agree with switching to Pharah when Ana and Soldier have been doing pretty well. We'll see how it works out before... oh, switched back. Never mind.
Yeah, and Arenia, I don't know how to pronounce that, but it seems like he's going to be staying on that Mercy. So really interesting to see a lot of Mercy. I like it on Garden, but I'm not so sure on this map where it's much more wider and it's harder to hide here. But it seems like both teams going to the point straight up. Watchful standing there in the choke.
Oh,
Matt actually gets a
Soldier
nice
immediately
boop.
gets booped off to start the team fight. That's a... Oh...
Yeah, Combiner very low, 60 down to 60 HP, gets healed up, is going to be dashing around again, trying to build up that blade again, doing a lot of damage on this D.Va mech. D.Va mech is going to get popped out soon. He is being pocketed by Mercy, so that's a little bit annoying. Goes for the Mercy next, very low, gets the dash, gets the reset, and pops the mech out of D.Va. The blade by Johnny, or he was actually trying to pop blade, but I believe he died before he popped it.
And Blue Laser was just a little too stubborn there. They went down 6-4 early, and they didn't disengage. They tried to make it work, and they got punished. And Lucio is just going crazy. Matt, that's his second boop on this map, and he takes out Zarya. That's going to stagger her badly.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of going to point when you don't have a Lucio and the other team has a Lucio. You never want to go out to that point when they have like Winston or Roadhog or Lucio. So costly mistake. Matt doing really well on that Lucio, getting those nice boots. But Confiter and Johnny Sins both have their blade, and I feel like that's gonna be the story of this fight. Who will pop it first and who will get more kills? Johnny just dashes in immediately. That is a kind of a mistake, but no, he actually gets watchful. But blade comes out for Confiter, getting both supports again and again. We see him do the same thing, and Johnny Sins, the repeat of what happened last time, tries to pull out the blade, but he can't finish it. So that is still not used, but still, he's been trying to pull out that blade and gets like killed every single time.
And if there's some comfort there, it's that Blue Laser didn't really use any ults, so they're going to have a slight ult advantage in this coming team fight if they can use it.
Yeah, they have so many ults coming up. They're at 80-90%, so they have res right now and the blade. Johnny Sins is definitely going to try to pull out that blade, and hopefully he doesn't get killed again like he has been time to time. So Johnny Sins probably going to dash in pretty soon.
I want to see Blue Laser get creative with pairing a couple ults up. I want to see that out of them. I haven't really seen that yet.
Yeah, Johnny gonna get that nano blade, goes in, grab, is gonna come out, so there's the creative
And
combo. He
there it
slashes and
is.
dashes.
And
5
kill
kills
with the
for Johnny
nano blade.
Sins. And that's actually 6 kills for Johnny Sins, so great play by him and great setup by
Team
Genki to grab.
kill.
And that's play of the game, everybody.
Yeah, it was a little bit of
Because that's
overkill there as
6
3
kills.
ults were blown, but I mean they really need to get the point if they want to have any chance of, you know, turning this game around.
At the same time, Scouts isn't going to have a huge ult advantage on them. They'll have a slight one, but Blue Laser did a good job of only using the ults they had to get that team win.
And Johnny almost
Yeah.
has ult again.
Yep.
And that Earth Shatter came out and didn't accomplish much. That was a unfortunate ult
And he
from
is
watching.
popping the Dragon Blade in such a close corridor. Genji's so scary in that close corridor. He just slashes to everybody, gets everybody with the AoE swing. And Johnny just taking over this game, one Dragon Blade at a time.
And at this point, I think Scouts and Knives, they just have to all go back and they have to regroup because they're starting to get bullied. They have the ult advantage. You just have to ball up like this and use it effectively.
Yep. And Combiner here can return with his Dragon Blade of his own, but Johnny Sins already on 16%. He's charging it so fast. Combiner, is he going to blade here? Let's see what happens. The deflect comes out. Deflects a lot of damage onto the Ryan Shield, and Combiner should be popping it pretty soon. Oh, actually, no, they decided to use a Nano Visor. The beat drop as well. The point is at 70. They only need to win one fight. Is Combiner gonna pull it out? They only need one team fight, so Combiner should be pulling out. Yeah, there's a res, and he's gonna pull out the blade, gets the Ana, and gets the Zarya too. Sees nobody, so he goes to the D.Va and Zarya, tries to puts on a lot of damage onto the Zarya, has no shield, and he goes down. And this is looking like a very sloppy fight, but it seems like
Saw what
Blue
Crystal
Laser
did.
is gonna come out on top.
As soon as the Nano Visor came out, Ana nailed Soldier with a Sleep Dart. That was the difference in the fight, and that's why Blue Laser is going to hold right now. If they hadn't landed that Sleep Dart, Scouts would have already won it. Instead, it's going to another team fight.
Scout's actually going to take back control of the point. And that Sleep Dart was actually pretty big, but also the D.Va with the defense matrix was on the soldiers, so I don't know how that would have fared out. But Johnny Sins getting that Nano boost. He's going to build a blade. Here it comes. He's going to be slashing and swinging, and he gets the Roadhog. Gets one, gets 3 with 1 dash. Wow, and is he going to get the finisher on that soldier? Soldier is going to go down to the D.Va bomb, and Johnny Sins, he is sinning because he is murdering these people.
Johnny is going off. I have to wonder, is Scouts and Knives going to pull out a Winston to try to counter Johnny? I think they might need to.
Yeah, and they started going Winston. We saw in the previous game against the Payload is Lava. So I mean, I could see him doing it again easily, as they do have someone who can play Winston. But when you're getting out, your team getting out Genji, this just reminded me of flashbacks, back in the Genji meta. It really has been whoever has the better Genji is going to be winning this. And with saying that, Confiter is going to switch off, and instead of a Winston, they're going to get a McCree. So he's going to try to get that flashbang out on Johnny.
Well, that's not a bad pick, because McCree's weakness against a dive is that he can only handle one flanker at a time, but Blue is only bringing one flanker into the party. So McCree's not a bad pick here if he can avoid wasting his flashbangs.
That is a really good point you bring up there. I really like the McCree pick by Confider, but with the thing with McCree is he's very relentless. If you missed one shot, if you missed one, if you're mispositioned by like a single foot, you get punished very hard. So we're gonna have to pay attention to his positioning right here as he faces off the shoulder. He's staying very far in the back, and can he get these few crucial shots? Only 6 rounds in his revolver, so he has to make them all count. And he is trying to shoot them, but they are really clumped up, and Defense Matrix kind of getting in his way. Needs to focus at get a nice flash, and the grenade and the roll fan the hammer is gonna come out, so he's gonna get one. Another one goes for Combiner. Again, Confusion is gonna go down. Can he get that Mercy right there too? It does not seem so. They are running away. Mercy is very low. Needs one more shot.
Got res. Arena already has the res for Blue Laser, so this next team fight they can afford to go all out and bait something out.
Yeah. So again, Arena needs to find a good position for her to hide. Him or her, I don't know who she is or he. But yeah, he needs to find a good place to hide before he gets picked. And I'm starting to think that it's a her because of the name, but I am not too sure about that. But Confider does have that Deadeye. Can he Deadeye and cause some space between the two teams? Unfortunately, Watchful is going to go down, and Johnny Sin's going to deflect it, but somehow it gets eaten somehow, and he flashes the ground, trying to run around, but again, Confusion very highly charged. He's going to get taken down. The Now Blade coming in from Johnny Sin gets a Sky Shade, and he gets another one onto the soldier. This guy is a beast on the Genji. And this Lucio, the only one left on point, very low, trying to circle around, stay alive. Actually, excuse me, Zarya was there too, but he's not going to be doing much as his shield is down. It's not very charged, and he's going to go down as well.
And at the start of that fight, one thing I noticed, Crystal Med was a little far to the back, but she baited out Reinhardt into chasing her as Zarya, and Zarya wasn't there for the main event of the team fight.
Yeah, so Combiner really going to need to step it up on this McCree. He needs to land some shots, get these picks. Getting chased around by Zarya.
Around the back. That's interesting. Lucio's trying to be a flanker up here.
But they
Not
have
a
that
fan of splitting up that much, though.
Yeah, and the Ryan gonna hit a shatter onto the ground, gets 4 people actually. Nice purple, gets 3 members, and Combiner gonna hit that flash. The res comes out, gets 3 targets, so that's a very good res right here. Combiner tries to go for the Deadeye, but gets eaten by the D.Va. The beat drop is gonna come out from Matt, and let's see what they do. Headshot onto Mercy, but he needs to finish. The grab also comes out. Great flash, but that is not enough as Blue Laser is gonna clean up this fight pretty easily with that visor and grab.
So that was an interesting team fight. The timing on the D.Va ult and the Graviton wasn't quite there, but it worked out anyway for Blue Laser. They're going to bring a slight ult disadvantage into this next team fight because Scouts and Knives is going to have Nano Visor, they're going to have Graviton.
Yeah, and can D.Va eat this? D.Va is a very good pick in this situation when you know that the other Zarya has her ult, so can Lucky Al be the hero and save this? And can he eat it? No, he does not, but he is eating that visor. He's just swinging around here, so Phoenix gonna be shooting a lot. Combiner and Phoenix picking up these kills. Watchful with that 1 kill on Mercy, so no res on the field. And yeah, they're just cleaning up, and they will take it back, but Blue Laser is at 90%, so whoever wins this next point or next fight should be the winners of this round, or this map round, sorry.
And again, the ult coordination not quite there. You saw the Graviton come out and there wasn't a lot of follow-up. And as a result, Blue Laser's still got a good shot at taking this next team fight back.
Yeah, here comes the Now Blade. Yeah, and he gets shielded actually, so Combiner can't really do anything. 30 HP is gonna get slashed. Johnny Sins getting 2 kills, but that 2 kills may make up the fight. Phoenix gonna return onto Johnny Sins, but is that enough? Can they do it? Watchful actually gets the nano. I feel like the Soldier would have been a better situation there. But the Earth Shatter, it's gonna be huge. Gets 3 people. Can he start swinging? He does get 1, but can he get the other? No. Unfortunately, that was such a great Earth Shatter, but he couldn't follow up. He was a little bit too slow.
Just misses getting onto the point.
And the res is gonna seal the deal here. Every member of Blue Laser is on this point, and it's only Lucio trying to stall out, doing a good job. And actually, his teammates are coming in, but they're dying 1 by 1. Phoenix has no shield to hide behind, so he's gonna go down. And yeah, they're just getting slaughtered 1 by 1 here, and it's only run.
And that'll be the point. And so Blue Laser will go up 2 points. No, that'll be the map. I'm sorry.
Yep.
That is the map, and that will be Blue Laser, getting kind of a tie in this side of the bracket. And here we go, Johnny
Here,
Sins.
let's just watch
we all
this
know
again.
what this
was
is.
glorious.
He gets 3 with 1 dash. That is crazy.
Oh, that wasn't the one I
That
thought
is
it was
the
going to
kind
be.
of play that Genji mains have dreams about.
I think the one before that was a little bit better, but I think because of the time of the point is what it caused that one to be play of the game. Because the other one, he had all the killing blows himself.
Yep.
Yeah, and don't sleep on what Crystal Mel was doing if you saw that card. 17 nano boost assists from 5 nano boosts. Every time she put nano boost on somebody, that was multiple kills. It is so important to be able to use that ult effectively. And now we're at the point where Blue Laser versus the Payload is Lava is going to decide this half of the bracket because they both beat Scouts and Knives.
Yep. So up next we'll be seeing Blue Laser going up against the Payload is Lava.
And I wonder if Payload is Lava was looking at that match and saying, oh, Johnny's a pretty good Genji. How are we going to counter him? Because again, I'm still thinking that a Winston might be the answer here, just because Johnny is so aggressive and tends to play in the other team's backfield.
Yep, and on the other side of the bracket, we do see Golden Gun beating Rolls for Initiative. So it looks like Rolls for Initiative and Scouts and Knives are both going to be out of this, and they will not be going to the championship. So the winner of this series will be on one side of the championship, and the winner from Gold Gun and Mid or I Feed will be in the championship. Just a reminder, everyone, to follow us here on Twitch as well as on Twitter at OW University. Also, you can go to our Discord for the league at discord.gg/OW University. And if you want to check out our subreddit, go to reddit.com/r/Overwatch University.
I would like to say that despite Blue Laser winning 3-0 and having a little more lopsided scoreline, I don't think there's much to choose from between them and Payload is Lava watching them. I think they're both going to have a pretty close, good game.
Yeah, I do think so myself. And like even this game was in a bad series, despite Blue Laser winning the series or the map 3-0. I still think that they could. I still think that Scouts and Knives could have pulled it out, and these teams were fairly close. Their SRs were good average, but I don't think that it was
maps,
like what was that?
How many of those maps ended up 99-99? I think 2 of them did.
Yep, and even that, they were definitely really close maps. So, but yeah, Johnny Sins just pulling out the Genji card, showing that I'm the true Genji master, and really it's really a flashback back to when before Genji got nerfed, when it literally was whoever had the best Genji won.
Yeah. But right now, Johnny doesn't miss the old Genji. He likes this one.
Yeah. So next up, we will be seeing Temple of Anubis coming up between Blue Laser and the Payload is Lava. And let's get Temple of Anubis. There we go. That's an assault map. Competitive rules on. And are we still? I'm in the settings lobby, just making sure that these settings are correct because I got hand the lobby leader. Are the other people in the lobby yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Okay, let's get a. Yep, just this weight game. So this is the Luck of the Irish Brawl, a special St. Patrick's Day event that we have going for the Overwatch University community. And just want to remind everyone, please drink responsibly and drive safe. We love you all, even if you're not in the league, but because you're here watching, we love you. So,
Unless your hands open.
So you're saying Hanzo mains shouldn't drink and drive responsibly?
Hanzo mains shouldn't drink at all. They're inaccurate enough when they're sober.
Touche.
that is true. Although today we did see, if you watched the EU cast, Plumbus had an amazing play of the game as Hanzo as he snuck up in the extra rounds on Dorado and pretty much just picked off the whole team from behind. As it was Hanzo not being wasteful, and he actually used it throughout most of the tournament, as it was a best of 5 series on the EU side because of the lack of signups. But I mean, he was really sticking to not playing any kind of meta hero. We saw him play some Torbjorn, as well as I think some Junkrat and a little bit of May, but definitely him on the Hanzo was his shine.
Yeah, everyone
Bayless.
should have a little fun today and play Junkrat.
Yep, just waiting on the payload is lava to join the game. Yep. Oh, and just a heads up to everyone who's watching, there was a recent PTR update that came out today. It touches on some Lucio changes as well as an update to Eichenwald, as there has been a second entry point on the first hold of Eichenwald, as that point was subject to a lot of car washes and Maywalls. They decided to add another little entryway there, similar to what Hollywood has for its
Yeah, and it's
first.
extremely similar to Hollywood
Yep.
because it's the med pack room to the right of the choke as you're attacking. Now that goes straight into the room that's on the left side defensively of the choke. So it's just a side route straight through. It's going to make it a little harder to push through. And hold the choke, I mean. And Payload is Lava is starting to get into the game over here, so we shouldn't be much longer before we start.
Yep. So, if you remember, if you weren't here from the first game tonight on this NA stream, Payload is Lava beat the previous team that was on here, Scouts and Knives, 3-2 on Hollywood. They barely got the last point with 0 minutes remaining, and they were able to hold Scouts and Knives that final point. It was a very close series. Yep. Just shout out
See
to.
how
just want to give a shout out to people.
The 2CP map presents, though.
What was that? Can you repeat?
We'll see how these two teams adjust to the different challenges of a 2CP map, because we've seen a hybrid, we've seen control. Now we're putting them on the game mode that most people don't like so much.
Yep, and I will be starting this up. But until we get into this game, I do want to give a shout out to our viewers that are watching. And as this list loads up, we have 8 Tentacles, Bandit, Andrew, Choppy Gamer, Exiles Rhythm. Hey, what's up, Exile? I see you calling for me in chat. Fagwint. Hey, Stray, what's up? John's me. Maybe they forgot to type it when they entered it. Maswar, Mukai Kubo, who's our caster here. Mukai Kubo, sorry. Rarlix.
You got it right!
Scaper, C. Scott Rock, Slotho, Stiver, Toxic Fatality, Burrito, Watchful, Wearable Snake, Whittle Omi, What Ghost, and Zuriel. Thank you all for watching and tuning in to the Luck of the Irish Brawl. I think this is our 3rd event that we've had during the season. We expect to see a bit more events during the off season as well, as during the next season. We want to try to have some weekly events, because there are people who want to play more than just the weekend 1 game per week. So we kind of have these events available for people, as well as people who don't have teams and are free agents and are looking for teams. So expect a lot more of those, especially during the off season. We'll be holding some events to get free agents acquainted so they can get on some teams. But Yeah, we got 10 seconds till this map takes off. Anything?
Payload's brought a triple tank to defend, and it looks like Blue Laser is going to be bringing a 2-2-2 comp with a FAR in it.
Yeah, Blue Laser actually really loves their Mercy and D.Va as opposed to Reinhardt and Lucio. So
And
very
Blue Laser
very
is
interesting
running
deviation.
Pharmacy.
Yeah, that Fire Mercy is gonna be huge. Johnny Sins the pretty exceptional Genji actually switching to the other projectile carry, which is Pharah. So interested to see how he will carry with that Mercy pocketing him. The Roadhog actually dropped down pretty early and didn't get punished. He actually ran by, and what is this? Zesty Wolf just runs down on the point as a soldier alone. He should be getting punished, but he's actually getting kept alive so long with those heals in the bubble here. So he is not dying, and that is so weird. The soldier, first one to drop on the point, not dying, gets purple, gets shielded again, getting looked after very well by a Zarya player. And here comes Johnny Sins from behind, is gonna rain down hot death on the soldier. Can he kill him? No! Sniper guy actually snipes him out of the air with that Helix rocket. So great Helix rocket, and it looks like they are gonna be defending. Actually, no, it seems like there's still quite a bit of enemies on point, so things are just going very slowly. Not many deaths come out.
And this is a long time to kill Brawl, but Toxic Fate is about to have Res up, which is going to make it really hard to push them off this mile.
That is huge! Arena gets taken down with res, so now no res for the opposing
Donnie's looking for the barrage here. And Payload knew it too.
Johnny Sins gets slept, and he is going to get taken down very, very soon. He's very low HP. Ooh, only 40. But he manages to get away barely. He's going to go for the Mega underneath. And yeah, he does. So they have him like a, like a sleeper agent behind him. They do know, they can hear this. He is getting shot at, trying to get that Mercy. Mercy's very low. If he can get that pick, that'd be huge. But unfortunately, Mercy is going to get away. Johnny Sins still on the chase, though. Like a shark that smells blood, just wants that Mercy. So he's going to be hovering around, waiting for a kill. And gets hooked! That is huge!
And this Pharah just might not be working for Johnny. It might be worth him switching off. He's getting hard countered by the multiple hit scans.
But Zesty Wolf is here, actually gonna get countered by Sniper Guy. Gets one, gets two, gets the Ana and Soldier, but that's all he is gonna get. But that is enough. So he's gonna pop D.Va out of mech, and D.Va is gonna be going down. Gets that Zarya bubble, but yeah, he is gonna suffer that inevitable death.
And the thing to look at, Payload is winning these team fights without using their ults. Look at them. They've got 5 ults up, and they've got the ult advantage. It's going to be hard to push them off at this point by this point.
Yeah, indeed. Look at their ults. Just 5 blue circles across the board as opposed to Blue Laser. They only have 3 right now. Sniper Guy. Oh, actually, they all get grabbed here, so this could be huge right now. It's the D.Va ult is so badly positioned, actually, that they're not going to get anything off that combo. So
And it was a good attempt at the combo. It's just the timing and the aim of the D.Va ult was a little off.
Yeah,
But I don't think
was
that's
way
something
off.
they're going to be able to recover from in time. We'll see, though. Blue Laser has probably one more good push to go.
Yeah, and they still have that Mercy res, so both teams have Mercy res, but it seems like on the side of the blue team, they have so many ults. They're still not using ults right now because they know they don't need it. So very good ult discipline and management by them.
And the other problem is the Blue Laser, they're not all dying together on the point. You see that res, it couldn't pick up Soldier because of how badly the deaths were staggered.
Yeah, good point. So they're only going to use Visor and Grab there, I believe. They could clean this up without any more ults. It's only 2 people left, and Arena already used the grab or the res, I mean. So that's going to be out for them. Toxic Fate actually still has res, so even if all their teammates die by some reason because the other team doesn't
Johnny's
have ult,
got a Desperation Dragon Blade coming in.
Yep. So Johnny gonna touch point here. It has to make something happen. Dashes through, gets one. That's the Ana. That's huge.
But it gets Earth Shattered.
I'm sorry, the Nano Boost didn't come out. But Toxic Fate is still hiding, and yeah, that's gonna be it. Great hold by the blue team.
Yeah, and now that Blue Laser knows that they have to full hold to have a chance here, I wonder if they're going to bring out some kind of heavily defensive all-in comp like Symmetra and Torbjorn, or are we going to see a Bastion here?
Yeah, they're really going to have to pull something out, honestly, to get a hold of, because, when the way they approach that, there was really no hope for them, so they're going to have to switch something up. I mean, I think the Pharah was getting, a bit of kills, but I think there was no, nothing surrounding Johnny there, and as he went, to that Dragon Blade, there was just some staggering deaths, I saw both the supports both run in to kill themselves just because they knew that they were staggered, and if they would try to run back, they were going to get picked up anyway. So instead of wasting time, they try to get killed as fast as possible. And I mean, when you're you have that little time, it's really hard.
We've got a
to pull
Hanzo on
something out,
defense
especially
here,
with
but
the alt
otherwise
manager.
nothing special.
The alt manager was in favor of the payload is lava. That whole first point of their defense. So if they can keep that up, that alt management, they're definitely going to take this game and possibly. Well, I guess that would be the series. So if we're going to see any hope,
discipline.
Blue Laser's going to have to get a draw here and then try to get a best of one on Ilios. And we've seen them on control point. They're fairly well at control point, so that might be their best bet.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Kabooks on Anna for the payload is lava, because she was just in Johnny's head. Multiple times Johnny would try a barrage, he tried the Dragon Blade, and every time Anna was there with a sleep dart or a grenade to just shut him down.
And that's the thing, if you have a hero, if you have a player who's like that, where they're a star of the team, you really got to focus them out, because once they're dead, their team's really going to break apart.
And there it is. Oh my god, I was just about to mention him. Zesty Wolf going to be on the Hanzo for defense. A very odd pick. Actually gets the opening pick. Was damage boosted and hit a headshot straight onto that Reinhardt. So that's going to be a nice opening pick.
And the value there is that he's already almost a 40% ult charge. He's going to have dragons sooner than he should because of that pick.
Yeah, and Dragon, not the most valuable ult, but in the right spot, he actually gets a nice scatter into that little corridor room. So this Hanzo play is actually paying off quite nicely in the beginning.
And Blue Laser is going to win this first team fight, and Zesty Wolf is already approaching ult.
Yeah, the Shimada brothers really doing action here, as both of them are in the 70%. 80% almost with all charge, but Johnny Sin's getting taken out there. This team might start to push as they do have the respawn advantage.
And that late because
great switch.
Payload.
Great switch by McGrizz. As soon as he spots the Hanzo and Genji, and he notices there's no hit scan, he switches automatically to Pharah. I really like that play.
Coming in with Earth Shatter.
That's just a really smart heads-up switch.
In the face of that Earth Shatter.
Yeah, and I do not think that they're gonna be retaking this point. There's just too many, especially with Arena going down with the Mercy. Almost had Rez at 80%. Oh my god, Johnny Sin gets slept. What a sleep by Kabooks there, Jesus. So right there, I just wanted to say, even though in the short term that Hanzo actually paid off, getting those two crucial picks, in the long run, they actually bit them back because they ran Pharah and they had no hit scan, so all of a sudden they start crumbling under the pressure of Pharah.
Yeah.
And again, props again to Kabooks, because again, that Genji just got shut down. Johnny had one last attempt with the Dragon Blade, but there was the sleep dart again.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah, and I think Johnny definitely didn't. He was itching to get a few more kills there. Stall some time in the entrance of in the doorway. And doing that, he died, and they just were like, okay, we have spawn advantage. They jumped right in. The Shimada bros were both building up ults. They could have backed up a little bit, did a few more damage as Johnny's been getting damage fairly, getting ult charge fairly fast from his damage, and just like that, that one death, caused that team to be able to push right in. And the Lava will be going on to the championship.
Yeah, like
Do
what
we have
tentacle
the third match from the other side of the bracket?
The other side of the bracket, we're still waiting on it, and that is between mid or I leave, or mid or I throw. Let me go look at the team names again.
Mid or I throw, I believe.
Mid or I feed. Is going up against Golden Gun right now, and actually, we might be able to get a spectating on that while we're here. I mean, I do have one of them on friends. Maybe I can get a spectator on that game. I'm going to leave this group here, guys, and try to get a spectator on that. Until then, just make sure you guys give me an invite back to this custom. As while we're waiting here, instead of just killing some time, I'd rather get some action in. And yeah, it looks like I can join the group. So.
And the other thing I want to stress that I've been stressing all night, payload's discipline. Just getting into team fight after team fight, but nobody was panic using ults that time. They were holding it, waiting for the right second, and that's why they were able to full hold and then quickly cap the first point. Ult discipline is such a big factor in this game when you've got teams instead of solo queuing.
Yeah, and yeah, when you have you have players that play together, so they kind of get their chemistry going. So that's why I think you've been seeing a little bit more organization out of these teams than in the midweek madness. Midweek madness, is all people who are signing up as by themselves, and they get paired up against random teams. Usually it's random. We try to sort out the SR to the best extent possible. But here you get these. Typo there. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, the alt management we've seen is, been fairly good, I'd say. I think there's only a few instances where we really have thought that alt really wasn't needed. I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's on an individual basis, the players are making good decisions about when to use ults. What I haven't seen a lot of from really any of the teams that we've looked at is good coordination of ults, and that's because that's one of the hardest things to get down is when and how do you combo and chain ults. We've seen a lot of almost their timings on Graviton Surge and Barrage, or on Graviton Surge and Self-Destruct. A lot of times I've seen combos come in and almost team-wipe.
And Blue Laser was fairly good with doing their alt combinations with the Graviton. As you've seen, Johnny Sins, had two play of the game moments in the previous match when they were going up against Scouts and Knives. But I mean, that D.Va combo, would have been really crucial for them to have any chance at getting that first point on Temple of Anubis, and they weren't able to do that. But I mean, as we say that, on the opposite side of Scouts and Knives, they didn't have that combination with the Graviton. They had Graviton available majority of the time, and also, they also had the Earthshatter available most of the time. But there was really no follow-up between either of them. You'd have Confiter who's really just was blowing his Nanoblade. He'd get a lot of kills, but it would come down to there was really no follow-up, and there was a few times it was wasted, and there's time where the Barrage was wasted by the Pharah. So I mean, when you have that Graviton available and you have two offensive ults like that can combo with it, you gotta do something with those.
Yeah, and a key thing to note for those D.Va players out there, I know we saw that D.Va bomb not miss the grab. If you really want an accurate bomb, normally you just fly into the grab, left click a little bit just so you fire, stop the boost, and then you just ult right in the middle of the grab. It usually works like 10 out of 10 times, unless like Roadhog hooks it or Ryan charges it away, which is kind of a problem. But if that to me is the most optimal option. Just laying in there in the middle of the grab. It's really hard for Ryan to block, and usually gets you all the kills in the grab. So just a little tip to those D.Va mains out there.
And that the teams on the other side of the bracket are still playing right now, and we will be waiting to see what we'll be going against. Until then, I just want to give another shout out. I said earlier to Kaz, or Kazulti as his Twitter name, and Twitch, as he did make our poster for this Luck of the Irish Brawl. It's a little bit of a play on Torbjorn, as he is the only character that resembles a leprechaun. So he has his pot of gold, which is his molten core gold. So a little interesting, and it's amazing artwork. As you can see, a majority of the art on our Twitter has been by Kaz. And also shout out to Llama, who does our overlays. But for anyone else that wants to get involved, I mean, there's other opportunities besides graphics and stuff. There's opportunities to cast, there's opportunities to coach. You can go to discord.gg/OWUniversity and join our Discord channel, where there's opportunities to play as well as do all the other things I just talked about. You can also go to our subreddit at reddit.com/r/OverwatchUniversity, where Overwatch University is dedicated to helping players, casters, coaches get better at what they enjoy doing. I know there's a lot of people that post their VODs on Overwatch University. They want to get tips. It's a little bit more friendly there for the newer players as well as people who just want to get better at the game. Maybe you want to take that that diamond up to master, possibly grandmaster. There's so many chances you can do that. Even if you want to join this league, get some practice. Who knows? You could be like one of our Division 1 teams that got picked up by Team Eminent, which is an esports organization. So it's really cool that one of our teams from our community was able to get picked up by an esports org. And it could just be that maybe you don't know, maybe you are grandmaster, you just don't know how to make the next step into getting to I guess like a more competitive scene. This could be your step. This is the largest recreational Overwatch league, and the only one welcome to that has a chance for people to play against players of their own skill, as our divisions are set up for a certain SR range. With that, the season will be ending. I mean, technically, I guess the season would end tomorrow, but we are going to be extending, the season just to let teams make up their games. There's been quite a bit of reschedules, as well as some teams have had extra. Some divisions have had extra teams in it, so you do get a little bit of an extra week. So we do want to get time for people to get all their games done and reported, and then we'll dish out the final results of the season, and as well as next week expect some updates from us as we will be announcing some stuff for season 2 and how you can get prepared, as well as what we'll have in the meantime. Another thing, happy St. Patrick's Day. Please drink responsibly and drive safe. That's a big disclaimer I want to give, as this is a St. Patrick's event, so it is associated a lot with drinking as an Irish thing. But yeah, please be safe.
And so, just to recap for all the listeners, we're waiting on the other side of the bracket to finish their last match to see who's going to take on the Payload is Lava in a best of 3. We're going to start off that best of 3 with Dorado and then Kings Row. And if those are tied 1-1, the championship match will be on Nepal.
Yep, and just I think next week we might be doing another midweek madness. I think we've been trying to do those on a cycle of every other week. So if you're listening and you weren't able to play this week, we possibly have an opportunity next week for you to play as a single sign-up event. This is another opportunity for you to possibly get picked up by teams, or if you're a team and you want to pick up players, you might as well sign up, and then you can see okay, these are some free agents that are available and they're looking to play, and if you get paired up with them, maybe you have an opportunity to pick them up for next season. There's a few teams that lost players mid-season and they kind of really weren't able to find a sub, or there's just teams that are splitting up and they want to find new teams. That we are approaching the end of the season and things like that happen, but it looks like they are 2-2 on Temple of Anubis.
That actually feeds into one of the other PTR changes that hit the test server today, and that is from now on, progress towards capping a point is going to count. So if you get 1 or 2 ticks, that is going to matter. It's not just full cap, or it's completely the same as not getting anything.
But is it for sure ticks, or is it progress at all? Because you know how the payload works is like between the points, it doesn't, it marks, how many, meters until that point, But is it going to be ticks, or is it going to be, part of the circle?
But either way would drastically cut down the amount of draws that we see. So I'm fully in favor of that. Nobody loves draws.
Yeah, I think the draws really need to go away, as it gets a little bit, whack here and there. But I mean, it's good that they're finally implementing something. I always thought that those ticks should have mattered from the get-go. It's kind of odd that they don't.
One other thing that I'm looking forward to is Orisa is hitting live in 4 days, and I'm strongly looking forward to her. I've played her a lot on the PTR, and I love her, and I think she's probably going to end up being one of my mains. But the thing about her looks to be she's only going to fit in a relatively small number of compositions as we try to fill time here waiting for the other match to finish.
And one thing with that is she was listed as like an anger tank, kind of like Ryan, but I don't think it's realistic that Ryan will be, his role will be taken up. I think that the best point with Orisa is to combine her with Ryan, and that's really all. Make her another off tank. But I mean, you can really hold a point with those two. You have the multiple barriers. You really essentially have unlimited barriers, just because if you use the barriers right. But also that she can combine it with her right click. She can combine that well. Lift Orion up so they can get in Earth Shatter.
I actually like her a lot more as an off tank on offense because she's extremely weak against dive, even without the Zen buff that got redacted. She's not great against dive, so if you attack with her, not only can that right click reach its full potential by pulling people off of the high ground, but you're not as likely to see multiple flankers hitting that giant hitbox of yours for massive ult charge.
Yeah, that is a good point there. And her disability to, block out pretty much any CC is a really good utility to have. Especially since I suspect that we're going to be seeing a lot more Zarya, and we have been seeing a bit more Zarya now that Hog and D.Va have both been getting nerfed. So there's been a lot of CC plus Earth Shatter all the time. As you know, CC is a big thing that if you can just, and, like Reaper can also get away from CC, as well as, depending on how you do it, you can get out of the CC. But her, she can block a charge, a Reinhardt charge, is pretty insane. Yep, not sure whose mic is louder. Please let us know. This is on a 2-minute delay, so it's going to be harder, I guess, for you to recognize. The deeper voice is...
Yeah, that's why I asked him in Twitch chat.
Mukai Kubo. And I think I'd have the mid-tone voice. You guys tell me. Mukai Kubo, you could tell me who has the mid-tone.
My mic's loudest.
I don't think yours...
I mean Kappa. I forgot to add the Kappa at the end.
PogChamp.
And it could be my mic that is louder. I think I've adjusted a bit because usually it's a lot quieter. So I think I've tried to lower other people's mics to compensate, and it's usually because the way I talk. But we're still waiting on these teams. Looks like they're still in game, and as we knew before, it was 2-2 on Temple of Anubis.
So I'm also hoping that we get to see a little more of the more exotic types of heroes in this coming championship match. I want to see a Bastion comp. I want to see it.
Yeah, I do want to see. I would like to see some Bastion a bit. I would like to just see Torbjorn. We had it before in the EU that we had to see at least one Torbjorn play, just to match the the theme of the event. So. But yep, sorry for the delay, guys. As it just happens with some teams. They finish their game fairly fast. Like that Temple of Anubis game we just saw was finished. I'd say probably it almost felt like it was just 10 minutes, because it was only the first point. And usually Temple of Anubis, it's a pretty drawn out game if you get to the final point. But it's interesting that they made another change to the way the point captures after they just did a change recently. They just came out that patch recently where if you have an advantage on that point, then the respawn time is longer for the defending team. So
also a welcome change, I'll add.
What was that?
Also a welcome change, I'll add.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I do like the thing with the ticks. I think that should have been there from the get go when the game came out, and I always thought it was. Oh, the other map is going to go to a draw. They're saying.
Are you spectating that other game?
No, I'm here. I'm just looking at the chat. I want to see if we can get in there for. So I'm going to try to get us an invite into that game in case it draws, just so. And I will be inviting you guys to my group real quick again. Okay, they're saying that you are louder, which is weird because, like, you guys are not loud at all for me. Maybe it's because my volume's all the way down. But I guess I could try to, lower you guys a bit. No, that's probably why. My Discord volume's like all the way up. When usually I have
Oh,
it
that
lower.
might do it. Yeah.
Yeah, but usually I drop it a little bit lower because, I don't know, my mic's not the greatest. But maybe it'll be different now. I try to change it a bit.
Ooh, there's a Twitch link to the other game
Oh,
in the
there
chat
is?
now.
Okay.
We can have Streamception.
Yeah, Streamception. Okay, it
We
did
have to
draw,
go
so
deeper.
I'll tell him to make room.
Yeah, let's hop in and cast that.
Yeah, as it will be a 1. Stray might have to leave out on us. No, Stray, don't do it. But, yeah, I guess Stray's gonna
I
have
think
to,
I might have to.
back out. That's fine. You know what? I can maybe get someone else to join in, as Mosswar might be able to.
Yeah, sorry guys. It's been a long day and I still need to get something to eat. I'm really hungry, but thank you guys so much
No
for tuning
problem at
in
all.
and watching. Yeah,
Thank you
Overwatch
for-
University is doing yeah, dude, appreciate it. Overwatch University is doing a great job in casting these some might say, lower tier teams and divisions. So they're good getting some good exposure. But yeah, if you enjoyed the casting, you can follow me at I8Stray, both Twitch and Twitter. I stream and do stuff on Twitter sometimes. So if you liked it, give me a follow. It would help me out. And yeah, thanks for letting me cast with you guys. Really appreciated it.
Thanks for casting with us. It was
Yep,
good
so,
to have you as a partner.
If you wouldn't mind, Mukaikobu, I'd like you to play-by-play, as it's hard for me. But I mean, if not, we can both try to work at it. But
I can give it a shot. That's all I promise.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I just gotta
thank
get
you
these
guys for
things
watching.
right.
Give Overwatch University a follow both on their Discord, their Twitter, and their Twitch. I'm gonna be out. Peace out, guys. See you guys later.
Yep. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us.
Are you going to keep control of the camera?
Yes, I will be keeping control of the camera because that would require me to stop the stream. So, Midori Feed is on blue team, while Golden Gun is on red team. They are be playing a draw.
I heard you were in need of a play-by-play.
Oh, you are here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I'm gonna get you in here. Okay, are you online?
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
And invite to custom.
I will relinquish play-by-play to you.
I mean, I'm fine with either. I've dabbled in both, so.
Yep. He's usually when it was just us duo casting, it's usually been the play-by-play, and I did the color. But having a third caster really helps out on my end, because I can do a little bit more.
Yeah, the more help I get, the happier I'll be, since this is the second thing I've ever casted ever.
Yeah, not a problem.
Yep. So just to remind everyone, this is the other side of the bracket, as we're waiting for a best of one tiebreaker, as both of these teams tied up on Temple of Anubis. So it was 2-2 on there, and we are going to be seeing best of one Ilios. Just waiting for the lobby leader to switch the map. And it looks like Squirrel is letting his dog out. So we will be getting a little hold up here. Sorry for the team that's waiting, as that will be the payload is lava, correct?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, yeah. Halo's lava. So we hopefully this game will begin to start shortly as we went from waiting to another wait. But yeah, Squirrel, TLMO, and Zuriel on Golden Gun. They're all former team members. When I first joined the league, I was placed in their team, and then right before the season started, I was bumped up a few divisions onto a different team. So I got to give a shout out to that team as they're kind of friends.
Yeah, John Smee and a few of his teammates are in a Division 11 team I played, so I know a little of what they like to do.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in Division 11 too. Yeah, yeah. Choppy Gamer, his team actually beat me though. Beat our team, which was our first loss right before we were playing the Division 11 championship, I guess you could call it. They had he's a master level, but they had another sub who was master level that was a little bit better. And I mean, Choppy Gamer plays a little bit more standard roles, while the sub they had from was really big in the flanker roles, which was a real troublesome for us. When you get a master level player playing a tracer against a team that's
terrifying,
high gold, low platinum, it is a bit terrifying. So
if memory serves, the other sub that they had was actually a shot calling Lucio, who apparently did quite a bit of good work for them.
I can believe that, yeah. Once you get up into high diamond to master level, you get anyone who's decent at flanking, they just become that much better. And as a Reinhardt, God, that's scary, because I'm like covering my front line, and all of a sudden I have like dinks in my back from a tracer. I'm like, oh, okay, you take that out, or else I'm gonna be dead in the next 3 seconds. Like, it gets very, 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 very scary, and if they can do it right, it can turn the entire team fight in their favor.
So just a little update as I had aired earlier. The tie on Temple of Anubis was 3-3, but regardless, we're still going to Ilios. We're just waiting for Squirrel Man to get done letting his dog out so that we can switch this map up.
And just to clarify, is that a single map on Ilios, or is it a single one best of 3 map?
It's single map.
Okay. Big money, big prizes.
Yep. So, just waiting. This whole waiting game. At least on this side we haven't been seeing any disconnects. As on the other side, on the EU side, we have been seeing quite a few disconnects. And I'm surprised Confiter this week wasn't lagging out as last week. He lagged out almost nearly. It seemed about every 10 minutes. So, really.
Trust me, I'm happy with that, because I grouped up with him, and he's like, yeah, no, I'm gonna have a high ping, and I'm like, okay, just don't drop out. And then another guy was like, yeah, I'm having lag spikes. I'm like, if you think you're gonna drop out, please warn me so I can pause it. The last thing I need is to go into a 5v6.
Yeah, thank you everyone who's waiting around, and thank you for the other team. Oh, we have 35 viewers, 37 viewers. Wow, we're getting up there for midweek. I guess it's not midweek, it's Friday. Jeez, usually our main, usually our events like this are during the middle of the week, so we get other people who can play besides just on the weekend. But tomorrow we will be streaming at 1500 GMT for our EU games, and at 6 p.m. Central Time for our North American games. So please stay tuned for that, as we will have a couple of games going on both sides of the ocean in different times of the day. So if you want to catch both of them, feel free to. We'd enjoy that. But also, while you're doing that, you might as well follow us here on Twitch as well, on Twitter at OW University. And if you're not in the league already, or in the Discord, you should join it at discord.gg/OW University.
Just watching, just even seeing from my own games and just watching the recaps from some of the ones that you guys were casting. It like, even though the SRs may be spread, these teams are very, very even. Like my games, maybe we've lost 2-0, but just about every map was pretty close. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of these games during this midweek event. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's definitely the feel that I've gotten. Maybe only the last one that we casted on Anubis was not an extremely close match, but it all comes down to how are the teams using their assets? Because everyone's going to have somebody in Diamond Masters, everyone's going to have somebody down in the Silver. How do you get the most out of those people relative to their skill level? Whether it's putting them on heroes that they're comfortable with, or whether it's putting them with somebody who can help them out. It's how do you maximize your assets?
And that's generally what we tried to do, because as you probably noticed, I went from Rhine to Pharah to Anna to Lucio. So, like, I didn't stick on one role. I had to swap around and do different things because I'd rather have people who are more comfortable.
He's back.
Perfect. That makes it better. And it's back on Ilios. But, yeah, trying new things out. That's basically what I did tonight. But,
By request, here's a shout out to Kabooks. Shout out to Kabooks.
Kabooks with the monster Anna, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, the clutch Anna plays on that Anubis map.
Yep. Here we go.
And here we go, yeah.
Now arriving at Ilios.
All right.
And here we go. We're getting started on Ilios, and I will be
And it's the well map,
tuning in.
so...
It's Ruins.
Oh, you're right. I didn't recognize it.
Yeah, so this will be, I think this will be the best chance for anybody that plays a Reinhardt, because unless they're up against the left edge, they're not going to get knocked off very easily. So that'll be, I feel like Ryan might be a staple for.
It looks like they're both
apparently not.
Dual
So-
tanks. They're both going 2-2-2.
I want to notice here that so while Squirrel usually always has been playing Roadhog for his team, TLMO has been their Rhine, and they know how to work with Rhine, and Zuriel is the soldier. So I'm curious as to why they would want to switch Zuriel off soldier when he's usually a fairly well soldier. I mean, the only thing I can assume is that TLMO, maybe just doesn't perform as a very well support, but
Maybe.
taking someone off one of their main picks is just a little weird to me. But I really want to get on the Choppy Gamer, as he is the master player. Playing that flank hero is Genji. We've seen a lot of Genji
And he'll
today.
be up again. He'll be up against you.
Take it away from the master, your play-by-play.
Yeah. A little bit of chip damage back and forth, both teams trying to get their position early. Looks like King has almost got that E on Sparks, but Bear does take out King. So there's the soldier counter on the Pharah that we normally see. But looks like they're going to keep trying to go back. It looks like they're going to stick around and attempt to contest it, which I don't know if this is the best idea, because one DPS down is going to limit a lot of their damage. But I guess they're holding
they
it.
held on to one get back, and now they're up
Yes,
65.
Yes, they are, and Tilmo does take out Jaxus with a nice helix. Just chip damage back and forth. Nobody else going down just yet. Ooh, good Rhine charge onto John with the Zarya. I don't know if he was ready for that one. His shield might have been down. Looks like they're going to give this one up, though.
We've already got multiple ults almost ready to pop.
Yes,
and
they
that's another
do.
thing we've seen the Genjis all day today. Been getting there all insanely fast as Choppy Gamer. Oh, and we do have a pause.
Oh. I was about to say, and Choppy Gamer's got his Dragon Blade up on the other side.
Yes,
So-
and something I like to notice too, King and Tate did take out Behindran, and I think it was John who was the other one, right before they were backing off the point, which is going to stagger them a lot more.
So apparently 2 players were getting pretty bad ping, and they're going to try to restart Overwatch and reconnect.
I know I've been having issues with that myself, so I can understand the pain. Randomly in the middle of comp games. Oh, well, it looks like your team's Reinhardt isn't moving anymore. Yeah, let me just relog back in because it dropped me out of the game.
Yeah,
So
so I'm
on
not sure.
one side,
I'm not sure if they're gonna get a restart here, because it is within I guess the first minute, and it's at DC. But that Zarya losing about I'd say, what was it? Was it at 70% all, or was it like 50%?
I
Regardless, that's still
55,
it was-
60, yeah.
Yeah, regardless, that's half the all charge. It's wasted that it could have
Yeah.
been
I
comboed with.
don't know if it was a disconnect or if John logged off to try to reset his router.
Oh,
It could be
okay.
it.
That could be an issue.
Yes, it could. I might need to pull a sub in to finish the game.
Yep.
I
And
feel like I should be humming The Price is Right. Come on down!
Yeah. I'm pulling like an honorary member who we feel was the MVP of all the other games, and then throw them in. It sure wasn't me. I can promise you that one.
And I feel bad for behind Ryan because the pause where it is, he's stuck up on this kill feed, just King has killed behind Ryan, and that's just sticking up there for minutes on end.
Yeah. It's like, remember what you did. Remember your mistake. You didn't get out fast enough. But, yeah, I almost feel like he's doing a full router reset because it is taking a little bit, but just wait and see.
He said he was restarting his PC in chat.
Oh, okay.
yep.
So action turns to the Twitch chat where people are starting to get timed out.
Yeah,
Mac
please do
Inviter
not
doesn't
spam.
want any of that.
And just to update, because I didn't update the MOBA yet. Stray is no longer doing
I'm a-
play-by-play. We have Masper doing play-by-play. If he starts to
doing?
talk, though.
Listen,
It sounds
I
like
should be
Golden
asleep
Gun
by
is
now.
about
I
to
know.
lose one of their other players.
Yeah, he's in the library playing, I think, and this might not be good.
Who also might lose a player?
Golden Gun, the other team.
TLMO is in a library connection playing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So yeah, tournament director, how's it going?
Yep. So looks like it's an issue.
I mean,
Yep. This is the issue. I mean, it kind of sucks. That's kind of why we were gonna do these best of ones, so it wasn't getting dragged out so long. Which is still, I guess, in time probably won't be dragged out as long as the other ones, as long as this game can end.
yeah.
But I mean,
I say we go 5-on-5. Who's with me?
I mean, either that or we just have to reschedule it for some time. I mean, which obviously is one of the harder things to do, but it ensures both teams have a chance to actually play fair. You know what I mean?
yep.
But yeah. So I mean, hey, worst case scenario, 5-on-5 is fine. I actually, me and our last team we're against for the season in the league. We're trying to figure out a time to work. We have to work out, and Sundays, which we've usually been doing, doesn't work out for their team. So we're like, okay, well, when can we make this work? I go, sometime during the week. I'm like, all right, and we're both having issues of getting at least 3 or 4 people. So I'm like, hey, listen, worst case scenario, we 1v1, and that's the end of the season. That's the end of the season. And he goes, all right, I'm okay with that. Worst case scenario. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm practicing my 1v1s.
Yeah, I do like the 1v1s, and I think that you can learn a bit from 1v1s, as the 1v1 can teach you a little bit more about certain heroes, especially if you never play them. It forces you to play other heroes, and you kind of have to learn to, like Zarya, for example. I never played Zarya until 1v1.
Man.
I never played Hog until 1v1, and I mean I played a bit of Ana, but like it wasn't that often until 1v1. So when I started playing 1v1, I really learned a lot more about how certain heroes play and like timing their abilities better, especially when you do the Zarya 1v1. I think that's kind of crucial when to do that.
Timo did get a time extension, so he has 15 minutes max. So that's a good sign. Hopefully the other guy comes back relatively soon. We can get back going in this.
John, please.
Yep.
But
I'm gonna give these teams, I'd say, what do you guys think is a good time? 3 minutes till this guy gets in here?
yeah, I'd say. I'm surprised the life people let's move. Thank you, Tagny. Thank you, but it's okay. I volunteered for this. This is my own fault.
You volunteered, distributed. It's true.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Yep, Tagny's already complaining that you have a life, and that we need to get this moving.
You know,
Which I
pardon
agree.
me for working a lot of hours.
Nope, I getcha. Let's see. Maybe I can get one of my teammates to sub in. I'm gonna giving this guy to 10:05.
Okay.
And see what his SR was, so we can maybe find a sub for this that hasn't already played. So, who was it? Was it Johnny Smee? Johnny Smith?
It was John Smith.
John
Yeah.
Smith? Okay.
I like magic tricks.
2466. Oh, 2561 currently. It's not what he signed up
So
as.
it really, what did he sign up
No, he
as?
signed up lower.
Interesting.
But I don't like.
Oh,
I don't like
maybe it's current as of. Well, they might have put it as current as of this season, as opposed to ending last season.
Oh yeah, it is last season. That's right.
Yeah,
So that's why.
that's how I signed.
Yeah.
That's how I signed my team up
2466
as.
was a season high last season. So. Let's see if we can get someone that can maybe sub. And if there's maybe anyone here that can sub, that would be great.
I mean, you probably don't want to lose your play-by-play, so I probably can't.
Yep, I know.
I'm being a jerk. What I do.
You know, I love having you here, but
You know,
yeah,
it's a love-hate relationship, man. I feel you. Don't worry.
it really is. John Smee? He is on Discord, so let's see what's going on. I did send him a message on Discord. This is a little bit of an issue, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, I really don't like keeping the other team waiting. That's waiting for the championship round.
They do have 1 minute left, by the way.
Yep.
My mind is playing the Jeopardy theme right now.
Yes, mine too. Mine too. Oh my god. Just have to see. Actually, that
Oh,
might
we
not
have
be.
a volunteer.
I was gonna say he's one of the guys that played with me.
Is he on your team?
He was on the 3 team that I made. No, sorry. He was on the 3 team that I grouped up with, I should say.
Yeah, I'd rather get someone who hasn't played in this
Fair
event
enough.
first. Before we do that,
Fair enough. What was his? He's on BattleNet. All right.
says
We'll be getting back up soon.
okay. Says he's on BattleNet. Okay, we got confirmed. So we should be coming in here. We're gonna start right back up. No reset. But that's the issue with the computers. You know, I mean, despite being PC Master Race console, a lot of time you don't run into that issue. Just gonna say
No,
that.
it's true. No, it's very true. I agree
Yeah.
with you on that.
Which
Oh, he's
speaking
coming
of
in hot.
speaking of console, I don't think we're gonna start a console league yet, but stay tuned. I think maybe we've been talking about it. It's possible to see one season 3. So if you're a console player or you play both PC and console and you want to play with your console buddies, uh, you know, it's possible we start one up. I'm not sure if we'll do PS4 and Xbox, but it's just going to require a little bit more staff for us as well. I think that's the biggest drawback, is having the staff to monitor on that level.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'd really like to be able to approach all sorts of avenues with this Overwatch University League.
He has started playing Overwatch.
Oh, it's progress.
Okay, so we do have an update.
Yeah, so we should be able to load in pretty soon.
He is in the
here.
game,
He is in
everybody.
here. So we will be seeing something.
Here we go.
And I will actually switch to transitions. I won't forget to switch scenes now. And sorry, guys, for the big delay. And they're starting up.
All right.
My ultimate is charging.
Here we go.
That is going to be a bit of a harsh thing for Midrife Feed, because Zarya is going to lose all of her ult charge, but that's unavoidable.
And King also just takes out Bearju on the soldier again as we loaded back in. So that's... I think King is just dominating the sky, and he's basically just taking out any chance on the ground.
And Golden's getting that Pharmacy set up as well, which is going to be a
Yes.
pain for them to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Choppy here
like,
with the ult, and it looks like he's going to go for the heal right away. Or no, a soldier.
Yep. He's attempting to with the barrage. Tate takes out Bearju. Bearju keeps going down. King takes out Choppy though. So I think that nano didn't. I think it had the full duration. King down. Tate takes out behind Ryan. King is just on fire right now with the Pharah. That's impressive.
Yeah, he got a barrage off without being interrupted, which is something of a rarity nowadays.
It is. Beautiful hook by Squirrelman onto John Smith. So they're just going to keep staggering him for as long as they can and keep holding this point, which they're going to have to group up and make a move soon. And they got to stop getting picked by King. I think that's the main problem.
I mean, mid has ult advantage right now if they can just put together a good push.
I mean, they have Nano Visor. I mean, if they want to commit all 3 ultis to clear it and get the point, then... Oh, we got the Nano on Visor. So, Hog takes out the Zarya. Soldier does take out the Lucio. But on the other side, Tomo takes out Genshi. Oh, it's just back and forth. It almost... No, they're going to contest it. But Sparks on the Monkey just taking everybody out with the res. Zero comes in with the res and the barrage. Ultis left and right. It's going to be a back and forth test match here. Oh, Orshadow does miss though. Oh no, he does get behind Ryan. They're not going to give this up easily. Hog, Swirlman with the Hog comes out with the whole Hog. Takes out 2. Still purple, but they will hold this point.
And so Golden Gun is going to advance to the finals to play Payload is Lava.
Yep.
Yep, Golden Gun takes a series. This series is over. And Zuriel with that, I think 5-man res, and as we were saying earlier, usually he's been playing soldier, but gets this big res here that, you know...
Oh, 3-man.
3-man, okay. Well, it was still pretty big.
It may as well
It
be
was still
5-man.
it still decided the team fight, so
Yeah.
really it's academic.
Yep, so let's get...
Now, you have to wonder, do you think that DC also affected their gameplay?
I think it did because they could have had that Graviton, but I mean it's a little bit unfortunate. This is I mean it's not a super serious event, so I don't want to draw it longer than it really needs to be. But
Yeah, but hey.
so now we will be seeing Golden Gun going up against Payload.
And TLMO has left.
Yeah, TLMO is left, so we're going to have to see a sub for this team.
Well, at least he was able to stay long enough to secure that win, I'd say.
His SR, I believe, is in the it's like the low gold range. No, it's actually kind of high gold, mid gold. But I guess we're going season 3. It was not even gold. So which is that
Good. Means he was
signed up
climbing, which
as.
Which is
one of ours.
surprising, actually.
Yeah,
Because he
but
did very, very well
I think
for
they started playing more with their team this season.
Got it. $23.70 current. Season 3 end was 1800ish. Yeah, they keep saying current. You got to go by the end of the last season. That's how all this was decided.
Yeah, but I think at this point we might as well just get any kind of thing that we can get.
Just to get a sub in. Okay.
Just to
In
get a
that
sub in,
rough
at least in that
range.
range.
Okay, I can understand that.
I mean, I could possibly get someone from my team as well.
I don't know if any of my guys are around either. I do have 2 I could pull in, if need be.
If we can get, let's see, who's on the other team that, no, the payload is lava. Payload is, yeah, sorry, this is a little disorganized, guys, as being running this is a little bit chaotic as well as being the streamer. But on the other side of the payload is lava, that was at Johnny Sin's team? No, that was
Tone's
team, right?
Yeah,
Tone.
which actually, I might be able to. I can invite him right now, actually.
Yeah, I just.
Oh, you got it. Never mind. Yeah, you're a better caster than me.
In game 1, we are going to be seeing Dorado, if I recall, correct?
Let me double check for you.
That is
We
correct.
are-
Dorado first,
Dorado.
and then King's Row.
God, both of you are way ahead of me. I'm trying to help. Nope. Not a chance.
Let's see. I know Squirrel could possibly grab one of his teammates. I'm going to see if any of my team can make it. Let's see. I'm going to invite Naughty Fly.
That's one of the ones I was looking
I
at.
think he's on PTR. I think he's on PTR right now. Oh, no, maybe not.
Actually, I have 3 potentials.
Let's see. Where is that Tone?
Well, they're all still in their match channel, so they're all still around.
Yep, so they are around. So we could go on that channel as well just to update them. But yep.
I can hop in if you want.
Yeah, so Dorado.
Nope,
is
he
gonna
just
be-
joined.
Oh,
Perfect.
there we go. Dorado's going to be up. Then we will be seeing King's Row, and then we will be seeing Nepal if needed. So this event is almost over. Oh, and time leaves again.
All
So,
Give me 1 second. I'll take care of this.
yep, go right ahead. Thank you very much. Just want to remind everyone to follow us here and on Twitch, or follow us here at Twitch and on Twitter at OW University. Also go to our Discord at discord.gg/OW University, where you can sign up, to be a substitute for this season. The season is ending, so you might be able to catch some teams that need some last-minute subs, as well as you can spot these
All right.
events. And someone in chat's talking. I was just talking about that. So. So, to answer someone who's maybe listening, this is just a random event that we were throwing together. We kind of try to do these weekly events during the season, as well as off season. Yes, this is the final game of this little tournament, which is, like I said, it's just for fun. It's just an event to keep people entertained during the season that aren't playing their games. Maybe they want to play more competitive Overwatch that's not just comp. They're custom. I guess we'd call them scrims. I guess with teams or just friends in general. So this event, teams were able to sign up as 3 stacks and get paired up with other 3 stacks, and then we set up a little round robin with the championship coming up between the Payload is Lava and Golden Gun. We're just waiting for Golden Gun to get a replacement sub.
Cool.
Yep, so Naughty Fly should be joining. Naughty Fly is one of my teammates, so let's try to get him in here. He's kind of in a similar situation to TLMO, except he can't play Soldier, so I'm curious as what they'll switch him to during this, as he usually plays Rhine for my team.
Yep.
So
he ended up actually subbing for my team one time when I had to dip out. He was he covered my Rhine. Yeah. Did a very good job as well.
okay, still trying to see where this guy's at. As he said he said in our Discord that he'll play, but now he's not responding. So sorry for that. Yeah, so someone in chat was unable to make it.
Naughty Fly's on.
Oh, there we go. Oh, you already invited him. Okay.
I got it. No, I'm trying to help out.
I would like to thank all of our 38 viewers for staying with us during the
please.
delays, by the way.
100%.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks a lot, really, guys. We appreciate it all. And if I can try to get them all fast enough before this game starts, I do want to give a shout out, as we got 8 Tentacles, Bad Cure, Bonsai, Bunny Rudy, Choppy Gamer, Fagwent, Fifi's Ducks, Forward Jam, I Hate Registering 123, Jesus Christ Ultra Star. I prefer Jesus Christ Superstar. That's a not really. I hate that movie. But we got Journey, Kabooks, Crichton, Melamopoopy, I think that's what it is. Mithun, Maswar, hey, Mukai Kubo, hey, streamers,
Hey.
Rarlix,
8SS.
Rex Ruthless, Scaper, Shalashaka, Squirrelman, Slotho, Toxic Fatality, TV Hamel, Watchful, Wearable Snake, What Ghost, X Lion Johnson X, Lionel Johnson X, sorry, and XS Savage Pie XX. Thank you all for watching. Sorry, I missed a shout out. I'll also give a shout out to Confiter, one of our admins in chat. He's been moderating a little bit. He was playing earlier today.
Yeah, he plays a pretty good Genji, if I might say myself.
Alright, both teams
Here we go.
look like they're ready. And I'll be...
And here we go at
Yeah,
last.
finally.
Thank you again for staying with us.
The final game of this
at the championship of
grouping.
What is this? The Luck of the Irish Brawl North America. Sorry guys for the lack of a little bit of excitement.
Tone
here,
just says,
but it's-
actually, we weren't ready. ... Okay. Hold on.
Pause it then. Okay.
Well, Squirrelman is you're not the host
Yep.
anymore.
Okay, they
No,
are
they're good.
good.
All right, yeah, they're good.
False
Jeez.
alarm. We're fine.
False time. We're good. So, we have 43 viewers now. So, nice. So, a little bit of exciting for
Nice.
our non-official stream is we don't.
Mhm.
It's not our scheduled stream.
Oh, hey
so-
guys, you called it. It's the Bastion.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
God,
There we
please.
go.
But it's a text, so I think he might just be buttering me up.
No, that's the defense, Bastion.
That's the defense.
It is? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm so
Yeah,
happy
sticking
for
with
it.
it.
The Torbjorn.
Grizzlies, you are a prince among bots.
The Torbjorns are mascot though for this event, so I was hoping we really see the Torbjorn, but I mean Bastion is the next best thing I guess to a Torbjorn.
Are they
Golden
holding
Gun
lower?
is showing a pretty standard 2-2-2 on attack
Yep.
unless somebody switches off.
But they're opting for the Hog instead of the Zarya, which I don't know if on Dorado is the best choice.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I
I think
strongly prefer Hog on defense on Dorado. On attack,
Yeah.
it's not great just because it's so hard to get hooks on this high ground early.
I agree.
yeah, but I mean I don't know much about Golden Gun besides what we saw
They're
before,
going
but
full. They're going full Bastion. They're going pocketed and shielded. That's impressive.
Yeah, they are. Wow.
yeah, King trying to get that sneak up. He's already taken out, but Grizzlies is just really laying down, trying to get that shield down. But they're gonna stand behind that payload just to get a bit of protection as they can, and they're gonna they're actually gonna force him to drop on the other side, and King's still gonna try to take that sneak route again.
Yep, he's gonna go around like that, and I think just need a little bit of chip damage back and forth.
Got the hook, but he couldn't like follow through.
Zuriel really close to death on there, but King takes out the Bastion. Soldier takes out the Genji though. It's gonna go back and forth like this. Each team down one player. But down goes Tone. There's the hook. Oh, hook missed on that one. They're gonna opt for the left side push on this, which I like because it's gonna force them back off the point and separate the Zarya.
Payload already has res up, even though they're falling back.
Yeah. But down he goes.
She gets picked before she can use it.
That's gonna be big. Now I think, we see a Nano come out with the hammer though. I'm curious to see how this works out because that Nano, I think he waited too long and down it goes. But in comes King with the sword, so I think this might clean up the point. And down goes Tone. Oh, the res, the big
res just comes
res.
in a little late there though.
A little bit, but half the team is purple. So they're going to still try to contest it for as long as they can. Luke's does take out King, but Tone does go down to Archibald. So they will get this.
And when
Barely even
run
on the
that,
ult advantage as
when
well.
you run
going
that
into the
Mercy, it's
second
really,
point.
it's really key that you get that res off, at the appropriate time.
Yeah.
He could have, even if it was just for a couple people, but if they really wanted to try to hold that, it had to have happened earlier. There's way too
Preserve
late.
soldier
I
duel up
agree.
on the high ground.
Ooh, Sniper does take out Zuriel. A little bit of a soldier fight on the left side there. Now King's looking to take out Sniper.
Aside from that, Payload isn't able to get up on the high ground to defend.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a big disadvantage for them because while they're on the high ground, only Sniper is up there, and when you're on an even footing with the enemy team and they've consistently been getting picks, they're gonna keep consistently getting picks. But big Earth Shatter comes down, down goes Tate, down goes Sniper. But we do have the offensive beat drop, so you see how. Ew. King's blade was shut down by Tone, and I think they're gonna hold this and they're gonna go back to reset. I think that's the smart decision.
Yeah, and I think just from what I'm seeing right now, is that the payload is on lava. They're really gonna get things together. They just kind of had a bad start because they were running that Bastion. It didn't work out for them, so kind of started going down to them. But we're kind of seeing a little bit of a disorganization from Golden Gun, especially with King blowing that off with really no support to that.
In comes the Graviton though. This is big. Everyone's purple. ABK goes down. All the team is going down, and this looks like it's gonna be a team wipe.
And yeah, again, as I've been beating on all night, the Graviton was good, but there wasn't enough follow through. And then, Riz is using his ult there. That was a wasted ult. There was nothing
I
he could have
agree.
done.
I think I was more of a panic at that point, trying to say, "Oh, let me just do what I can to stall." But
Yeah,
some of them got late spawn.
The payload is lava. It's kind of weird seeing them that waste of ult because they've been fairly good with the ults most of this.
King
this
comes in
event.
again, takes out Caboose. Yeah, takes out Sniper. It's 2. But the res bring him right back, so as if the ulti had never happened. I think Tone should have backed off and gone more to his team. And they're gonna keep going up. Ooh, good dash through, but King is purple. Just barely escapes. Slip it back and forth. Ooh, good. The sniper does take out King. Finally, after dashing around the entire team every 3 seconds. Definitely going to be big. It's going to be one of the big
Tate's
initiatives.
about to have Earth Shatter, or Tate has Earth Shatter up again.
Yep. Kabuks does take out Squirrelman, so that's a good pick. Yeah, I think they're going to have to definitely back out on this. They're down at DPS and they're down at 10.
Yeah, and I think in
Grizz
Grizz really like coming in clutch here as Grizz has been getting those hooks off, taking out King, and getting the hook on Squirrel. You know, someone taking all those big targets that you know been helping Golden Gun get through here, and you know creating that advantage for them on this defense.
And now they're going to rotate up top, which I think is going to be their best bet. But no one's pushing the payload. I don't know. I don't know.
There are a lot of holes in the field right now.
Yes, there are. We're seeing 5 from Golden Gun and 3 from the
5 from each now, and about to be 6
wow.
from Golden Gun.
In
And
comes
here we
King with
go.
the Nano Blade and the hammer. Oh, Tate goes down. I'm sorry, no. Zero goes down, ABK goes down, Naughty goes down. There's the res. Does take out Squirrelman. Doc goes down. I think this is going to be another reset because they end up holding up very, very well. But
believe
they
so,
used
but they-
4 ults to do it.
Absolutely, and so now Golden's going to have a pronounced ult advantage going into the next team fight.
Yep. So this is going to be big, especially since they still have Beat, they still have Visor, and they have Whole Hog if necessary.
And the caveat is that none of those particularly combo up well.
Exactly.
They can
I
use them
mean-
individually to pretty good effect.
Depending on when King can get his, maybe if you pop Visor and Blade just to try to wipe them. But down goes King, so that won't happen. Good
ABK
charge by
gets knocked
Tate.
up because she was about to get Graviton in, so that was a very good pick.
Yep, and they're still going to hold this high ground. I think they need to stop going for this high ground because they're losing these fights every time. But
Yeah,
it was
I mean,
good to mention that
Tate charged in there, had really no follow-up from
Yep.
his team. So, you know, while he charged in, he was taken out nearly immediately by a hook. While you know you had Sniper guy able to fend out the rest of the team.
Yeah,
Because
just
of those
about.
2 fights, the ult advantage is almost evaporated. Rez is about to come back up, Graviton's
Yep.
up.
Nano Boost is up. Hammers are almost there too. Now we're just going to see a little bit of fights back and forth here. There's the charge. Sniper guy goes down. Tone goes down. The boost goes down, but they do get rezzed. In comes the Graviton and the Beat.
That was an awkward res because it turned a 6-on-4 back into a 6-on-6, and you generally want to ult to give yourself an advantage.
Yes, and I think because of that, they are going to be losing this fight because down goes ABK. They're chasing everyone back around it. Sniper's going from back, trying to put some damage on.
Payload's
careful.
got ults to use, they just have to get on the point and use them.
There comes the Hog, but not before Sniper and Toxic go down to King. Down goes Kabooks, but Tate is out of the fight for now. Out comes the Hammer. ABK takes out King with the Junkrat. Nano Visor comes in. Down goes McGrizzes. Down goes Tone. Down goes Toxic. I'm gonna think this is capture on this one. Yes, it is.
Held them until 16 seconds left, though. That's a beatable
That's big.
Yeah, I mean, Golden Gun, they were looking like they really weren't going to make any, it really looked like Payload Zappa was having a good hold, and Golden Gun was, falling apart, but, wrapping it up there at the end, and that Nano Visor from Zuriel really helped secure that final point, and, 60
Yes.
seconds left is not a lot of time, but, I mean, I think the Payload as Lava has it in them to make it there faster and have that advantage going into extra rounds if it happens.
And
I agree.
Golden Gun's bringing out the 2-2-2 again with Roadhog and Ryan again, so not a lot of changes on their end. And Payload looks to be going triple tank.
Yes. Yep, with the Hog and the Zarya, which I like. I like that combo. I think it's my favorite triple tank to run.
Yeah, I like that combo a lot, and I think it plays into Payload's strengths pretty well also.
Yep. Especially because you have a lot of options to combo with. Yeah, you have a decent amount of options to combo with because a Bastion. I don't know. I don't think Toxic is going to stick on that Bastion, but if he does, this could be an interesting attack.
I'm sorry.
And Sniper goes to his Zenyatta. Kabooks goes to a soldier.
I know during the games that my
I
team
think
played,
they're-
the
it
cast
seems like they're
would
just
pull
playing
out
a little
just
bit of music.
completely random heroes just to mess with the
Okay.
casters.
Okay. Yeah, Toxic does switch back. I really hope that's the case because it'll be a very, very odd comp in that case. But yeah, they are switching back. Okay. I don't want to say worried, but I was concerned for a minute there.
It is still the triple tank though,
It is. This is true. It is still a triple down.
but
And
they are
King's gonna-
foregoing the Ana in favor of a Zenyatta.
And if you notice too, we're seeing a defensive Genshi on the side of Golden Guns. Which, I don't know how that's going to work out.
But if you look, they're already getting a good amount of ult charge. Soldier hit a rocket early,
Yes.
and he's already a quarter of the way towards his ult.
Yes. Yep. And actually, Tate's right behind him because he's getting a lot of those big fire strikes. King just wreaking havoc on that backline, escaping out like nothing. God. Tate is now on par with Zerial for ulti charge, but they had to drop down. You can see a little bit of a back and forth here in the archway, which we normally do.
And King is absolutely driving them to distraction as Genji.
Yes, he is, and I think that's big. But McGrizzles does take out Squirrelman. Good headshot.
First ults are about to come up. Payload has Res up, and they're about to have Visor up as well.
Boogs takes out King with the Helix. Very good shot. Oh, the charge does not hit anyone. Neither does Tate's, though. Now they're going to have to try and rotate back out. It still tries to escape from Kabooks and Tone there. But Tone, Tate's out of position. I think this might be bad. The charge doesn't connect, but gets
that
hooked
mid-charge
and goes
hook.
down. The res. No need to just take out Tone, though. Zerial, it's Zerial is nano-visored. And King with the blade. They're just ripping through the enemy team, but Sniper does take out Zerial. I don't know if there might have been an overcommitment on the ultis.
I would have actually held on and kept that Zenyatta alive a little longer to try to stagger him even more.
I agree. But not before King takes out ABK. So
My ultimate
now they're going to have
is
to wait for
charged.
that sixth.
And again, neither side has a very strong ult advantage, but
This is
Payload's
true.
about to get a lot of ults coming in all at once.
Yes, they are. And especially with Transcendence, especially with possibly a Graviton and the Visor as well, it's going to be big. They almost have a full team of ult.
And at some point, does Payload try to push over the high ground instead? They're getting caught up in that choke really badly, like right
Big
there.
hammer by Tate. Down goes Tone. You're going to try and convert from this, but Tate does get taken down by the offensive whole hog with the Transcendence to combo. But down goes both supports for the side of Payload's Lava here. While Kabooks takes out 2 and Zero takes out Kabooks. So it's back and forth fight that we keep seeing.
Yeah,
And King just wreaking
I
havoc.
want to give props to Zuriel for being really in the correct position he needs to be at that time. He's been getting back on the high ground on the defense. Saw that they were charging, he tried to get out of the way so he wasn't going to be getting hit by his team, and no one was really paying attention to him on that high ground in the little hidey hole. So it's little positioning stuff like that is what's going to cause Golden Gun to win this map if they keep having that good positioning and their ult usage has been fairly decent.
They
We are
swapped to
seeing
the
a Winston
monkey
now.
instead of the hog.
I like the Winston pick here. They have to do something to break that
Big
hole.
Graviton. Only takes out... Oh, but Tone goes down. Nano Blade comes in, but not before Naughty and Squirrelman go down. Sniper, McGrizzles, ABK, and Kabooks all go down, but they do get res. Charge comes in. Kabooks goes down. Sniper headshots Zuriel. And it looks like it might go down to the wire here. As they're both
And they're
teams
going to get a good push in, but I think Golden Gun will have time to contest.
I believe
They're
they
going to
will.
start trickling in.
Yep, and especially since there's only Sniper left, and he'll probably go down soon. As I say that, King has to be careful because McGrizzles might take him out if he is a little too careless.
And Payload has an Earth Shard that they can use here if Brian can get back in time.
Yep.
The problem is you got to stay on the payload as they nearly almost lost that.
That was close. Visor comes out, takes out Squirrelman and Doc.
And Soldier's just sitting up there behind him, thinking away uncontested.
Yeah. until Tone then does turn around, but not before
Zuriel
Tate goes
completely
down.
Unbothered.
King with the visor coming in, but there is the Transcendence. This might just completely cancel it out.
King and
Now
that
there's gonna
had
keep
the blade,
trickling.
not the visor.
I'm sorry, Blade.
And at this point, do you bring out a May if you're Golden Gun? Because a single ult could end the game.
I think so, but I mean, it depends on how quickly they can build it up. Because it seems like Halo's Lava will get the first point with a very, very good clear at the end of that. Multiple ults back and forth, but in the end they do get that point. And they still have 2 ultis. They're about to have Visor for a third, and they're not far behind from Monkey and Zarya for 4 and 5.
Golden's got their own set of 4 ults coming, however, so
This
it's going
is
to be
true.
a pretty even team
We also
fight
got
coming.
a switch here from King. He's getting off the Genji and moving on to the Tracer. I think the Winston was kind of a bit of a hazard for him and forced him to switch.
Yeah, Tracer's an interesting pick here. If he's comfortable with it, it might work, but it's not who I would have switched to.
I agree. I think you need a little more range, I'd say.
Yeah,
Rez come back
I think
in.
his initial plan was to get back in time, but yeah, that kind of big res there as they're still trying to get this forward
Down goes
progress.
Zuriel. Down goes Tate. Swirlman's just trying to contest on this point. I don't know. Yeah, down he goes. I don't know. I think they're trying to do a little too much contesting and sitting as opposed to grouping up as a team and
Yeah,
trying
they really
to
just need
clean the
to
team.
win a team fight here,
Yeah, and Big Hammer with the Nano Visor.
but not enough follow-up.
And another Earth Shatter with the Graviton. We're gonna see almost all of Payload is Lava going down. I'm sorry. Yeah, Payload is Lava
Yeah.
going down.
And Zuriel, yeah, really getting that, just showing that he knows the position he needs to be in. He's had that high ground advantage, and just rain terror on top of the Payload is Lava, and that's really
And he hasn't been contested.
yeah, pretty much the whole game. And I mean,
And now Payload's going all around the back here, a little high ground as well.
Which they were not ready for.
Squirrel still hasn't turned around.
He has not even moved, yeah, but down goes Naughty.
I think Squirrel got a little rattled there.
I think he did, because down he goes now. ABK goes off the map, back and forth. The 3v2 here with the Shatter. I think this might clear it. If that Mercy can get taken out first, and that'll be it. Oh no, down goes Tate. King's gonna have to do some work here to finish him off, or else they might get back to this point. Down he goes to Zuriel. And this will be it.
Ooh, Winston just
game
barely
one will be
missed
going
that jumper
to,
at the end to contest.
going to Golden Gun.
Golden
As,
Gun.
I mean, it really was a battle of who was in the right
Oh,
position at the right time,
Tone
I'd say.
left.
Yeah, Tone full on dropped out. But hey.
Oh, phew. Just a disconnect. False alarm.
Yeah. I was hoping that was the case and it wasn't a rage quit, because that would have been
Yep, because it is still a best of 3, so
yeah.
really,
The quad res.
I expected a Zuriel to play the game there, as he had quite a few visors that were game changing, especially one of that later ones, right before that second capture point when they were on defense. But yeah, big props to Golden Gun as they pulled in someone they haven't been playing with all night with Naughty Fly and just stuck him on the easy pick as Lucio. I know he is a pretty much Reinhardt main. He only plays Reinhardt
Yeah.
as Zenyatta, so like
Yeah.
putting him on Lucio, I mean, I guess it's easy enough for him because I know he can't aim. So yeah. So next up, we will be seeing King's Row, and Tone is back in here, so we should be starting soon. And you know, I mean, I don't think Payload is Lava is out of this just yet. I still think they got a
No.
punch in them. Moves fairly well. I think they just need to do what they were doing like the earlier stages of this tournament. As you know, when they were playing before, they had good ult management. That's what led them to beat the other two teams.
Yeah, I want to see them stomp this team like they stomped us. I want to see that aggression and that confidence come back out.
Yeah, which I mean, I wouldn't even really say that they fully stomped you. I just think they might have had a little bit better alt management was the thing.
100%.
Yeah, because like
100%.
like all the games in this series have been pretty close. Even though there was a 3-0 Lijiang Tower, um, loss. That game itself was still very close.
Yep. But I'm gonna see the. What am I looking at here? We're gonna see the. It's gonna be what? Golden Gun on defense first, correct?
Yes, Golden Gun will be on defense this time, as the teams have swapped
Gotcha.
colors. Thanks for reminding me, so I could change that over.
Mm-hmm.
And gotta remember to also transition in. And here we go. And I think we're gonna be seeing a little bit different. We're gonna see King. King, really be showing that he's like the master at the DPS. Has been playing the non-standard roles, or I guess harder heroes to play. As he's been Genji, Tracer. Now he's gonna be on that Pharah pick, and I think this is a really good map for Pharah.
He was doing very, very well in the Pharah.
Yeah, I really love this composition, this 2-2-2 pairing off Soldier and Pharah on this map, and especially on this point. There's a lot of potential for picks and being able to hold long term here, as they all have a crouching party on the point.
Yeah, we might be seeing Grizz going with that Widow. Now I'm not sure if it's for scouting or really going to
It's
try to
probably
get that
scouting
pick, but
an attempt for an early pick at most.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a long-term role he's gonna stick
oh yeah,
with.
I just am curious if they actually are going to try to go for that early pick. But we
King's
got King up
dangerously
here.
exposed now.
Interesting.
Let's
I
see
think
if-
he might be looking for it. Ooh, Riz almost goes down instantly.
And King gets away with it.
And Grizz is going to swap to the Pharah. Interesting. Okay. Tone is very, very pushed up, and he will go down to Tate. That's what I was worried about.
Now, that's an excellent hook from Squirrel. Anytime you can unhinge the anchor tank like that, you have to take it.
Yes, but I think he was a little too far up because I thought his team was in position behind him. Unfortunately, King is keeping them back behind that bus by himself. That's terrifying.
And both of these teams have a Soldier and an Ana, so the Pharah should not be able to have this free reign.
I agree. Bit of a pharmacy coming out here, as the teams are now split. So they're gonna be trying to take that high ground. Oh, down goes Magrizzis. Yep, that was what I was worried about. He was a little too far out, and King was focused. And oh, he dodges the charge.
King is going off. He just
Yes.
outdueled a pharmacy on his own.
Yeah, and then came back to knock Tone off, which Swirlman converted on and took him out. And he's now wreaking havoc back there, and there goes the barrage into a res, and there goes Sniper finally taking him out.
Now they have the
Scrum
respawn
HP.
advantage too, though, with King being dead and King, just wasted and all. I mean, it wasn't a waste because they got the res up, but now there's the advantage on
And
the
yet
side
Tate
of
has Earth Shatter.
Payload.
Yes, Tate does have Earth Shatter. Tone was
Oh,
over
and
the
he tried
charge.
to use it, but he couldn't get the timing right.
Visor coming in by Sniper, takes out Naughty. Takes out Doc, but Zuriel does take out Magrizzis. So, yeah. King goes in. I don't know if that was the smartest decision, because now they're just trickling in and it's a lot easier to take out. There, down goes Zuriel, and down goes Swirlman.
And that Earth Shatter just got completely wasted by
Yes, it did.
God.
I mean, I think they have to realize
That's
that there's a
unfortunate.
spawn advantage for the attackers right now, and they're not realizing
Yes.
that. And, they could have saved quite a few ults there, or at least from Tate, just to get back in time. And I mean, Earth Shatter is pretty big now. They have the Earth Shatter advantage on the side of Payload of Lava, but that respawn
Yes.
advantage is so big that when you're trying to trickle in 2 versus 6 or 2 versus 5, it's really not going to work.
And no strong ult advantage on either side. Golden Gun has the Nano Visor up and Bullhog coming.
And they don't spot King as King's just playing in that little hidey hole.
It's almost like
with Sniper.
Payload is letting their Pharah be in the Pharah counter, and I don't think that's quite what you want to do against somebody like King.
I agree, especially when you can see he is a very, very good Pharah player and he can make a difference. But down he goes to Toxic. the Mercy.
Yeah, and it's because he was on his own in the middle of their entire team, so everyone was just shooting at him.
Gotcha. Okay. You rarely see it. Oh, nano boosted tone coming out here. Raid bosses like to call it. Tate. Oh, good turn with the hammer. Books takes take out a double on Tate and Naughty with the grenade. Doc goes down and Squirrelman goes down. Very good take.
Yeah, we haven't seen a little turn of events here as now Payload as Lava is using their ults in a proper manner, and it could just be, you know, they got
Golden
their,
is
got
about
their
to have
stuff
all
together.
6 ults, though.
Yes.
Dope.
That's going to be big.
And I think they can easily hold this last point if they get in there fast enough. But
Yes, they can. Because Zuriel's raining hell from above. King takes out Toxic. Magrizzis takes out King, though. In comes the Graviton. And a Barrage, which is kind of half protected by that little balcony. Zuriel takes out 2. Takes out 3. Tate takes out Tone, and it looks like they're going to hold this. Now, see, this is big. This is the spot you want to hold on defense.
At the same time, Payload has the ult advantage now, and in addition to that, one of those ults is res.
This is true.
and you are seeing King, you know, get out. It looks like he got out fair, and he's gonna switch to that that McCree, you know, get that double hit scan. And I mean, he's been playing exceptionally well on most heroes. I'm assuming he can have the aim to take out this fair and cause the fair to switch.
Mm-hmm. I think Tone's a little too far up by himself there. He's taking a lot of damage. Shield's about to go down.
Tone's trying to bait out the Earth Shatter.
Yeah, he
But
is, and
look how
he's
far
way...
oh,
he used it himself. I don't know. I think that might have been a waste.
using Earth Shatter defensively like that, not getting any picks for it.
Still, a lot of ultis coming out here, but nothing's really being converted. No kills yet, but Tate does have a BK. So...
When Tate jumps in to save Roadhog there, did you see that?
Yeah, that was very, very well played. And he does get the double with the Fire Strike on Tony Caboose. He does go down to the Earth Shatter, and he's going to get pushed back by Tate. He was back in, hits the payload. Sniper takes out King, though, but not before King takes out Magrizzis, who does swap to a D.Va. A lot of back and forth in this one spot in the payload. This is
charging. Seeing all both lines go charge crazy.
Yeah, but they're only hitting the payload. That's the only issue here. They're trying to get those easy picks if they can get them. Getting under 30 seconds here. A lot of purple down. Oh, Tone almost goes down. I thought he got hooked by that. Caboose takes a Squirrelman. Tate and Doc go down, and they are about to get it. Down goes Naughty, and they will get the next point. The next checkpoint.
And Golden Gun, again, massive ult advantage coming up.
Yes, yes.
So they can stop.
And now the problem is they're very, very staggered because King got stuck behind.
Zuriel used that ult not really needing to. He kind of waited too long, as if he would have used it, could have possibly saved his team from Sniper Guy's visor. And with that, they were able to, they lost that point. But
and Grizz is taking control of the high ground to make it even more awkward on defense.
Oh, we have the High Noon come in. Sniper takes out King, though. Naughty and Zuriel take out Sniper and Tome with the res. Graviton comes in. Hammer goes down. Beat goes down, actually.
And this is kind of broken down into a kind of chaotic running battle instead of set-piece team fights.
Down goes Swillman and Tate. Yeah, this is not going to be too good because they lost to both tanks. Zuriel's still behind, though. Down goes Naughty. Yeah. I think Zuriel needs to either jump onto that payload now, or else in comes the visor from Sniper, trying to hold them off. Tate shot almost too far. Swirlman trying to use the whole hog to his advantage. Oh, good D.Va bomb as the shield pops from Tate.
At this point, they're just trying to run the clock down to 0 before they lose it.
Exactly. Good visors on Toxic and Sniper.
It all the way down.
Just about. That was very, very well played. Defensively, for holding it out for that long, especially while trickling like they did. we're definitely not going to take away from the offense because they were able to finally put it on to the end there. So
Yeah, I mean, I think we saw, Golden Gun. They really were, they were really struggling there at the end. They were, waiting to use their alts. They, were using them at bad times. And
Let's
I
call
mean,
for a pause.
I was almost.
Squirrelman.
Oh, what?
No, Squirrelman has to pause it. He's game leader or game host.
Oh, they need a pause again.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are gonna have another pause. What is it for this time? As I do not.
Disconnect tone again.
Oh, tone disconnected again. Okay, well at least the game didn't start yet, and there's no alt disadvantage here.
Yeah.
But I was a little curious there because ABK really wasted a graviton at the end, and I was like, oh no, that's crucial. You had the D.Va bomb that you could have comboed with that. Was a D.Va bomb in the end ended up getting quite a few kills, but I mean something like that.
Only because the shield had popped just before.
Yeah, but like still, that the graviton was such a waste there, but
It was.
I mean it did space them out because people tried to avoid it, so it kind of forced the Rhine and I think there was the Roadhog to be a little bit pushed forward out of position from the rest of the team, which I guess could have been the reason they did the graviton, but I think that it's just the and as as the chat's saying, wow, literally second wasted graviton. Yeah, ABK did have quite a few wasted gravitons there. I mean, they did get the point, but I mean, it comes down to if you make those same mistakes later on, it could cost you the game, and if not the game, the series. So.
Yeah,
well, I guess,
Tone having lag spikes. He just fully dropped out of Overwatch as well. So.
Okay.
He's restarting his PC.
Yep.
So sorry guys for the delay, and just a reminder, this is the Luckily Irish Brawl. This is game 2 of the championship. There were six full teams that signed up. 12 3-stack teams is what this event was about. While we wait here, just to remind everyone to subscribe to reddit.com/r/Overwatch University. That is the home for the Overwatch University League, which you can go to our Discord at discord.gg/OW University. And if you're interested on seeing when we stream or just want to get some little bit of updates, you can follow us on Twitter at OW University. Overwatch University League is accepting of players of all skill levels and backgrounds, so don't ever feel like you're not wanted or you're not good enough. As we're welcome to everyone, and we have room for people if you want to cast, coach, or play, or just hang out. We're a lovable community, and we're really accepting to everyone.
Which is one of the reasons why I love this community so much is the fact that we are so accepting and loving of everyone. Like I've seen people put questions in multiple different text chats, and multiple different people will answer back. Not just letting the question hang there. Like, oh, I'm not going to bother with that. Everyone goes out of their way to make everyone else feel accepted. That's why I'm loving this.
I also love it because somebody registered a Twitch account, Go Team Kabooks, just to root. That's good hustle.
That's awesome.
That is good. Yep, I see that.
All right, Tone is back in.
Tone is back. Okay, yep. So we should be seeing a unpause here soon. And good thing it wasn't like the last time there was a pause on Ilios, where you lose more than 50% of your ult charges. That's pretty big. But ABK,
I think someone on team went to grab a water bottle.
ABK possibly going with the Junkrat. I think they might want to get him off tank.
Yeah, I mean his Zarya's doing.
Yeah, but I think that the wasted gravitons is a little bit of an issue.
Yeah.
I mean you can time those better. I think that might just be a issue with team callouts. Maybe not communicating with the team, or just maybe the graviton's not as good part of Zarya, because I don't think his Zarya overall has been bad, but the alts themselves.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Squirrel, they're asking for an unpause or repause to make sure nobody DCs. But I don't know if Squirrel's around to do so, unfortunately.
Yeah, and someone he do a water break, I'm assuming, right?
I'm sorry?
There was a water break for that? Is that
there
why?
was a water break.
Yes.
We don't know if he was the one, but it's possible.
Okay.
Actually.
Okay. I guess while we're waiting here, our viewers are dropping, but we'll try to give a few little shout outs here as we got 314 Fritz, Bad Cure, BCT LMO, maybe that's just TLMO, but BC in front of it. We got Bonsai, Choppy Gamer, Competent Alloy, Fagwin, Ford, Ford Jam, Golden Panda, Go Team Kabooks, I registering 123, Jack Scarlet.
Oh, we are back in.
Oh Jesus Christ, Ultra Star.
Oh, there's the pause. Okay,
Kabooks.
we're paused.
Everybody panic.
Cryteen.
Hi.
I'm still shout outing. Melamoopy.
You're good.
Melamoopy. My3, Mukai Kabu, Rar Rex Ruthless, Shalashaka, Squirrelman, Slotho Stiver, Toxic Vitality, Wearable Snake,
Oh, we're
Wilshire,
going.
What Ghost, X Lionel Johnson, and XX Savage by XX. Alright.
Also,
Anyway,
don't hate me because I had the drop, or also to drop that again.
That's
to
all
close.
So yeah, they're going with a 2-2-2 on defense with Junkrat as one of the DPS.
Which is interesting. I mean, I don't know how well that's going to work on this point. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it really all depends on who the Junkrat is. I mean, I always have a big anti-Junkrat fetish, but I mean, I've been seeing it work a bit more, and especially coming into the new PTR where he is going to be having some updates as he can no longer kill himself. Which
Yeah,
I mean,
I
think there's more that I think could have been changed with this kit.
We'll see what King does on Widow here, whether or not she switches quickly. She's looking for the early pick.
Yeah, and I feel like
have a feeling he
will
might
get the early
stay.
picks.
Yeah. Especially since Tone is not really in position yet. Ooh.
And it's Genji. They're all going to go with a 2-2-2 for the attack.
Mm-hmm. Which King has just been tearing it up with the Genji, so I'm not surprised if
And
he does
Golden's all going through the back up to high ground here.
while King is a little bit distracting up front, so be interesting.
But because Payload doesn't have a Thar of their own, they can't boop them off.
Yes.
If only they had Orisa.
Hey, give it 4 days. Probably gonna see a lot of her in the new season. A little bit of chip damage back and forth. Tone does get purple. Wow, okay. So Sniper takes out King, but Zero does take out Sniper. So it's back to 5-on-5.
Which, that's in the attacker's favor on this point.
Yes, it is.
Yep, and Zerial
Especially with the
doing what he does best, getting that high ground to get that advantage. He's gonna take
Tone's
out
not
his
around.
ground.
Round.
Couldn't finish.
That's not. Oh man, they're slowly getting taken out. But the res does come
Sniper's
in.
going in around behind.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got high
ABK
ground
takes out
back there.
Squirrelman. Down goes Tate to the charge. In comes the blade, takes out Kabooks. Oh, the mayhem grenades by ABK takes out King. That's a little unfortunate. And it looks like they're... Yeah, no, they're gonna...
And Golden has the ult advantage for their next attack, too.
Yeah, and they have the player advantages right now, so I take it. I would be using that right now. But now, unfortunately, they gave them time to regroup back up. The defense, that is.
Yeah, when you have that spawn advantage, you really can't be giving that team, so much time to get grouped up. If anything, retreat a little bit. But
Ooh, the Nano Rhine in the Shatter comes out. The res, though. Tone comes back with his own hammer, does not hit anything, unfortunately. Squirrelman takes out Sniper Guy. In comes another charge. Tone goes down. Kabooks goes down to the visor. Resist is low. Resist takes out Tate before he, right as he goes down to King. Yes, it is. Zerial seals the fate by taking out Toxic.
and already
Fairly
Zerial's
even.
gonna go try to get that high ground advantage, as you've seen it all series. As he's been the master of the high ground. Oh, and King at the Bastion.
Oh man.
We're
The-
going
the-
full protect the president.
Well, yeah, El Presidente, as here we go. As King really being that flex player today. As, I'm assuming he
But
is.
ABK stuns Zuriel up top, and now he's going to get the drop.
Ooh, Nice fire strike onto the Riptire to take that out, though, preventing the
Perfectly anticipated there by Tate.
Another charge by Tate takes out Tone. Sniper guy goes down to King. ABK goes down. Mech goes down. Magrizzis goes down. And Mercy better be careful.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I don't
just
get
the
it.
two supports
The
out there
payload
right
and lava
now.
was doing
Yeah.
so good, you know, at the start of this match, and even like the last round when they were on offense, and they're just really letting in Golden Gun and walk all over them. This during the street phase, as it was pretty much uncontested at all.
Another charge by Tate takes out Tone again. I think Tate and Tess take out Sniper. Down goes the mech. And the Bastion ulti will take out everybody else while Tate takes out Sniper. So, and
And Golden just
ABK.
has so much momentum right now. Look at their ults.
Yeah. And they only use the Bastion on that one, if I'm correct. Tone tries to get out of there. Very, very smart. Maybe
Halo
K's gonna
really
start
only has
lobbing
one
here.
more chance to stop this.
Ooh, Rizzes gets slept. Oh, almost went into the pit. Good, almost a good charge by Tone. Beat goes down. Damage boosted Sniper, who pulls out a Bastion of his own, takes out Tate, but down he goes to King. Nano Rhine coming in here.
And Tate just did an excellent job of protecting his team.
Yes, he did. Down goes King and down goes Naughty.
And we are gonna see
Rizzes on that.
a bastion of their own on Payload as Lava, as they're trying
Yeah.
to say like, hey, we can play that same game too.
And as King switches back to the Genji too to counter it,
Nano boost is charged.
which I think will be in King's favor in this case. He's just wreaking havoc on Magrizzis and Toxic up on top, who both have D.Va Bomb and Rez respectively. So,
And Golden's just waiting to get the nano combo off on someone.
sleep onto Tate. You better be careful because he will be down a Sniper.
And Tate's charge there was just way too aggressive. Put him in the back with a Bastion behind him.
Nano Hog out. Oh, takes out the Riptire. Drops a D.Va Bomb on point. But down goes Magrizzis to the hook. Down goes ABK to the visor. Toxic goes down. We have a Nano Bastion. Zerial's the only one that was right directly there. In comes the hammer. Kills Zerial immediately. Down goes Naughty. Kabooks goes down. Squirrelman goes down. And I think they might get this. That close, and they have nothing but squishies left. Ulti's coming out left and right, and they are going to get this. With a full minute and a full 43 seconds more.
No,
And
more than
go
that,
into
actually.
overtime.
Because they finished with 143 left, and Payload finished with 3 seconds left. On that last little screen, it rounds it up to
Yep.
1 minute, but it doesn't show the other roundup. They've actually got an extra minute 40.
Yeah, you are right. Yep, so 2 minutes and 40 seconds as opposed to a minute.
What I'm going to be looking for here is if anyone does anything differently, who tries to pull out something new.
Yeah, and I
Do you
mean,
think they can afford it?
I would expect to see possibly a May out of King, as King's, putting in their
yeah.
flex. And they kind of want to get that hold, I mean, a minute's quite a bit of time you can stall up, especially with the May. But he's going to go with the King.
Genji.
He's going to go with the Genji. I called him the King.
With the
We
King.
haven't really seen
The
any
king,
May
yeah.
all night.
Like, I was still gonna say that Johnny Sins was probably the best Genji we saw today out of this whole tournament. But I mean, King has been very versatile.
I think he's putting up a good fight.
Yeah, it was. I think he makes up for it with his ability to switch heroes at appropriate times and get what is needed for his team.
Swap when needed, make the picks when needed, and just know when he has to do everything.
Payload's coming in with the triple tank again.
Yes, which they seem to favor a lot. Tate was expecting the Widow at the top there, but unfortunately there was none. The chip damage going back and forth. This King is just sitting up there deflecting everything back into the face.
The King has them penned up in there all on his own.
King
But
and
they're
Zero
gonna get to the high
both.
ground anyway.
King and Zero both already almost halfway to their ultis. Whereas Kabooks does go down to Squirrelman, and down goes the mech. They're not turning around. They're not taking care of King here. He's just wreaking havoc on their back line. This is not good. Down goes Tone and Toxic. They're gonna have to be smart here because in comes the blade. Naughty does take out Sniper. ABK goes down. It looks like he suicided on that one. But down goes the mech. Down goes Magrizzis. Monkey goes for a ride. Hammers. Yeah, and I think this will be a hold. Down goes Sniper. Yep, and ABK
They're
only one
trickling,
left.
but there's no real hope.
Yeah, there is not, unfortunately. Oh, Magrizzis. Magrizzis stalling this out even more. I don't know how long he's gonna last though. He's surviving a while, but down he goes. Kabook's on. There it is, finally.
The boats just stayed off for 1 second too long.
You know, I really think that Payload is Lava should have probably tried going with some sort of dive comp. You know, they tried bringing it up at the end, and honestly, they were able to stall them.
Yeah.
And you know, with 1 minute left, you really want to get as many pushes as possible and have that dive comp. Dive comp would have allowed them to, you know, get, you know, at least, you know, 2 full pushes as they had, you know, pretty much 1 staggered push. So.
And now Payload has to full hold for over 2.5 minutes just to get a tie and force another tiebreaker.
Which is going to be very hard.
Going up against a player, you know, like King, who's been, you know, playing far up and playing even
bringing
you know,
out
I would
Symmetra.
expect him to go Genji again because of how well he was just performing as Genji, and he's been, you know, focusing that Mercy. They really need to get someone. Oh, and he's going to go to Genji, but they really do need to get someone to protect. If they are going to run Mercy on the Payload is Lava side, they really need to protect her more often. As she's been, you know, getting left in the background, and Genji's literally just been, you know, shurikenning away, you know, pretty much all the squishies, and then
Yeah.
Grizz is just salting Symmetra turrets around the front door to farm early ult, but they saw them, so they're going to go out through the side door instead and deny Grizz that early ult charge.
What I think what Payload is Lava needs to do, and Zuriel has dropped, so another stall, another pause. What I was gonna say, I think what Payload is Lava needs to do is when King goes in on their back line like he has been consistently, they need to take him out immediately. Because every time he does it, he either takes out 1 support, 2 supports, or both supports and a DPS. So I don't know, he's in Discord, but this sounds like his internet dropped out because he's in Discord but not responding.
okay. It's,
I'm never gonna go to sleep at this rate.
yeah, I know, and neither, I mean, even though it's the
I'm
weekend for me,
so
you
glad
got
I
work,
am
but
Eastern time.
yeah.
No, I'm
But,
seeing this through.
Yep, it's I mean, it's unfortunate. We were trying to get this to be a little bit quicker, but you know, stuff like this happening and teams not playing, you know, at the right time. I was hoping that, you know, that we would be an hour for those, you know, 3 games to happen, because usually 3 games can happen in an hour, and then you'd have the championship, which would be 3 games, which would last an hour. So it'd only be 2 hours instead of this pushing 3.5 hours. So, I mean,
You just left Discord, yeah, it's a full internet drop.
full internet drop. Okay, so hopefully he'll be back on soon. I don't want to delay people too long, but
Seeing as we're still in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, I'm gonna take another drink.
yep. And just to remember, everyone, that since this is St. Patrick's Day, happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, it's almost over for some people, but
It's over for me.
please drink
So
responsibly.
if you're on the West Coast,
Yeah, please drink responsibly though, and do not drink and drive. And if you are going to be still drunk in the morning, just don't drive.
Call out, please. Call
Yeah.
out.
So please, yeah, as just like an Overwatch, call out. We need call outs.
Good tie-in. I like that.
Yeah.
But well, I think we should take this time to analyze that King is now back on Pharah, which I honestly think is his best bet for this.
Yeah, and like I mean, he doesn't know it now, but there is the Symmetra turrets, which will be good for him to take out. Unless he did see the Symmetra place the turrets, it's gonna be good to.
he definitely
get the,
did, because they're all going around the side.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. So that's gonna be good for to take this
This
out
just in,
easily.
his
But
internet died. Okay, so is he gonna need a sub? What are we gonna need here? He's seeing if he can reset it. All right.
Man, if my internet cut out and none of my teammates would know what the heck was going on. All these people like have
He-
each other's phone numbers and stuff.
Well, he might have Discord on his phone, and he might have cell signal. He can use it.
yeah,
Message through.
that's how.
Because I know that's how I do it sometimes. If my internet at my house drops out, I pull up Discord on my phone and say, "Hey, listen, I just dropped out. I'm trying to reset everything now." But
As people are calling Nerf King is King is kind of strong here, and we've been seeing that a lot during these series. As you've seen that one, it's usually been the player that plays Genji. He's been
Yeah.
on fire. I do got to give like a second props to Zuriel, the one who just lagged out, as he's been being in the right place at the right time with Soldier, just to give King some support. I don't think King's carrying as hard as we've seen people like Johnny Sins carrying, but I mean we've really been seeing a lot of Genji mains, and that have been putting in a lot of work.
a lot of very good Genji players. I think is
Yeah.
what we can say it to. Yeah, a lot of good DPS players actually. As a whole, they've just been performing very, very well across all these games.
Yeah, and I'm
So-
under the assumption that most of those players are the ones that are, in that master, the higher tiers. We have some teams. There are some
would say
3
so.
stacks that signed up, with. I think some of them even signed up with 2 masters, if not just 1 master. But, no, drinking drive is not a real test of skill.
I really hope that person is not serious. I really hope.
Yes, I like you 314 Fritz. The next swig of water is for you, Kabooks. Even though.
Ah,
Yeah,
nice.
so self-care and hydration for Kabooks. I'll say for Kabooks just because of that.
I mean, I took a shot for you guys, so
No,
I can't,
that's
I can't
fine.
agree with that.
I had a green beer. I had a green beer right before the stream, so just to get a little bit festive.
Nice.
So it's all about doing it responsibly, guys. Okay.
Well, especially you younger ones. Responsibly.
Well, younger ones shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah, but how often can we how often can we assume that they're not going to be? Come on.
I'm a good boy.
That remains to be seen.
Well, I was. I'd say I'm not really a boy anymore, but
I hope not.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe
To some people we are.
maybe I'm Chris Hansen. I'm pretending.
Oh God.
But yeah, we're
Take
still
a
waiting on
stick
Zuriel. Zuriel's got a little internet
dropout.
issue. His internet's supposedly dead. And just a
He's trying to
reminder
reset his router
that,
right now.
if these teams, if Payless Lava ends up pulling this out of their hat, we will be moving on to Nepal as the tiebreaker for this for this series. This is the championship of the Luck of the Irish Brawl, hosted by Overwatch University League. Follow us on Twitter at OW University, as well as you can go to our Discord at discord.gg/OW University, and you can subscribe to our Reddit at reddit.com/r/Overwatch University.
It's definitely been an interesting bunch of games going on tonight. I like seeing either how random groups of 6 work well together, or if that's just dumb luck and teams that are more cohesive and that have actually signed up together are doing better. I think that's my favorite thing about this.
Yeah, I mean, I know the team that Squirrelman, Zuriel, and you just saw earlier TLMO. They all signed up as single stacks, and even like losing player and picking up players mid-season. They were able to kind of get on top of their division, and they've had coaches throughout this whole thing that's been helping them pave their path of
Which
success.
is big. Having a coach is big, especially when they can. If you have VODs and they point out, okay, you should have done this here. You can do this next time. Combo this with this. I think every team should attempt to have a coach or have someone who knows the game and help them out with it because it makes a big difference.
Yeah, which I mean, there's a lot of coaches that are readily available for teams. I know we have people who are grandmasters that help us out a little bit. I mean, we don't get to practice as much as some teams like Squirrel and Zuriel's team, but
Yeah.
I mean, just having someone there to look at your VODs, especially if they're on that grandmaster level, really helps out. For your team success, and that's really what this league is about. Is trying to learn, get a little bit better, and trying to bridge that gap between casual and competitive.
Yeah. Especially since for a lot of players, this is their first competitive type experience. Zero's Rada committed, Seppuku won't boot. So it looks like Zuriel's might be out of this. Might have to get a sub for him. Yep, down there to sub. All right, Pimp, work your magic. Pull somebody else in.
Let's see. I got.
What is he?
maybe
What did
one
he
more
play?
person.
DPS.
in.
Let's see. I have one, depending on if he's free or not.
Maybe Stiver. He's another. He's a teammate of mine in Naughty Flies.
Gotcha.
Let's see if he can, because he also plays Soldier, so it will help out with his team and fill in like a perfect slot.
We'll say, yeah, I have a soldier player as well. Either way. But hey, if your team's around, get them first.
Yeah.
Be done quicker.
I mean, if you got someone that can get in, we can
Let
do
me
it,
see.
But big timeout for people using a little bit of inappropriate language there in the chat box.
Yeah,
But,
no
yeah,
tolerance
I
there.
mean-
I've been good tonight, by the way. I haven't
it
said
is
one
good.
swear. I've been getting better with them. But let's see.
Jeez. So we got a big delay here. Yeah, and Stiver is getting on, so we'll get Stiver in here.
Oh, Cyber's gonna get on?
Yep, he's on.
Okay.
So
Cool. Cool. And again, I'm gonna reiterate this. Thankfully, it was before any ultis or anything were starting to be built, so it's not gonna have that much of an impact.
yep, and yeah, so he'll just have to run back fast. Oh no, they're on attack, so they're right there.
Yeah, so they still have to wait. But the only thing that I'm seeing as a potential issue, now they have two subs they've had to pull in who they haven't played with at all.
Yeah, but
Which
I think Stiver fills in a lot. I mean, just from seeing how Zuriel plays, I think Stiver is fairly well at doing that. Zuriel might have a little bit better positioning, but I think that Stiver might have a little bit better aim. So there's a little bit of compensation there.
Fair enough.
And I just want to make sure that he is getting into the right chat, as yep, Stiver was able to get in there.
Cool.
Unless TLMO was able to get on, because I saw him in there, but yeah. Alright, so
They're
they're
ready.
So
Here we
we're
go.
starting back up. Sorry guys for the delay, and I will be
Okay.
getting right back into the action here. As Stiver will be filling in now for Zuriel. And
King did see where those placements were, so he's taking them out. Very, very good early rockets on the defensive side there, or onto the defensive side, I should say.
as
And they're gonna opt to take the high ground.
So everyone's gone for that high ground just as quickly as they could. Nobody's really trying to push through the choke and stay down.
Tone takes a Stiver with the great fire strike. I think he was a little too low, and that just finished him off.
Yeah, but I mean, King's waiting to get some heals there. He was sitting there for
Yeah.
half up for quite a bit, but now he's going back to his little reign of chaos.
Him trying to just rain the rockets down, trying to put as much
Almost
damage as he
dead.
can. Yeah, very, very close to death. And McGrizzis is setting up turrets on the right side just in case they're expecting a through the building push. But it looks like they're now going to start moving on the point as they have everyone sleep onto Tone. I think he's going to go down to Tate.
And now they're flooding the point now that they've gotten the Rhine pit.
Down goes Toxic,
And
but Naughty
Mercy's
doesn't
down,
take
so
it down.
no res is coming.
So unless they can stall this out for her to get back, down goes Sniper with the nano boost onto the Rhine. Takes out McGrizzis. Only one left on the point is ABK with very low health. Tone's coming back now. Stalling for as long as he can. The charge.
Yeah, this is not looking very good for the Payload of Lava.
No, it's not.
And Mercy's going to try to trickle, but
Tactical Visor comes out. Down goes Sniper, though, unfortunately. Rocket
Anna's
Barrage
coming
takes out
down the
Toxic.
flank.
And that almost good grenade, but I don't know if it was enough.
It's
Down
a
goes
valiant effort there, but not
That was
quite
it.
enough.
And that is going to be it, as Golden Gun is going to be winning this this event here, this series, as they take out Team Kabooks. Unfortunately, though, I think it's going to upset a little bit of our audience, as a lot of them were rooting for the Kabooks. But I'm going to give a congratulations to Golden Gun, as they have 2 of my teammates on there, and they had 3 of my former teammates on there. So we have, the captain of the, pretty much the only one left from his 3-stack. Getting some kills there as my graphics card for the scene. Not going to want to display the hook, but
Hey, listen, it means by association you won too.
Yeah, by association I won. Okay.
I think that is completely sound and logical.
Yeah.
But
King with the 44 elims, 54% kill participation. That shows how much of an impact he was causing on the Genji.
yeah, but yeah, it was really, I think that most of the games were fairly close. I think the
very much
championship was the least close game out of the whole event, at least on the side that we were streaming the majority of. I'm not sure how all the other games went on the bracket that Golden Gun came from, but the side that Payload was Lava came from were pretty much all square even, with the surprising loss to them, as I was expecting them to really, at least I was expecting this to go to at least to Nepal, but yeah, big congratulations to Golden Gun. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to follow us here on Twitch, and also follow us on Twitter at OW University. Also in the channel description, you can find a link to our Reddit and to our Discord, discord.gg/OW University, where you can sign up to be a player, caster, or a coach, as well as pay attention for events like this, as well as next week we'll be posting information about Season 2. So if you want to sign up for that, pay attention to that, get your team together. I suggest now start forming your 6-stack, and we will be putting divisions together by SR. So pay attention to that. And thank you, Masra, for joining us. Thank you, Mukai Kubo.
Of course.
And thank you earlier
It's been a pleasure.
To Stray. Sorry you couldn't stay with us the whole stream. And also, once again, I just want to show it, the poster that Kaz made, our graphics artist. Thank you, and take care, guys.